Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good, man? What's good this morning? How y'all feeling, man, on this cold Tuesday morning, man? We got an empty house, so we got an early morning build by your boy, by yours truly. Y'all already know, if you catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel, and all that good stuff. And come say what up to the family, man. How y'all feeling today, man? I got an empty house. School winter break is over. I got some extra time, man. We're going to build on this boxing this morning. Big Dre, my God, was good with it. Skywalker Boxing, my God. Seeing what it do, my God, Rise Podcast in the building. 2 cents, what's good? Fresh Baker, what it do? How y'all feeling this morning, man? We're going to talk about this boxing, man. You know, Tank Davis got the internet going crazy right now. And I've been getting sent all types of stuff. And somebody sent me something from Tim Bradley, and Tim Bradley, he joined the circus, man. He joined the circus, man. Tim joined the circus. He joined the circus. Seen and unseen boxing. What's good? Dante's Boxing Talk. My God, what's going on with it? We got action in about 16 hours. You know me, I'm smoking on Elevate. Behind the Hands TV. What's good with it, my bro? Ace, my God, what's good with it? How much for you to call the fight tonight? Man, Ace, cash app it, man. You cash app it, we calling the fights, bro. You know, cash app it, we calling the fights, bro. That's why I'm here, man. We building. No days I'm trying to grind. I got a little bit of extra time and we gonna build. But y'all want me to call these fights. Ace, you already know, my God. Skywalker, my God, BJ33, what's good with it? Yeah, Tim joined the circus, y'all. And the reason I say that, and there's no slight to him, there's no shade to Tim Bradley. He could have his opinion. And, you know, I joke just like anybody else, right? I joke just like anybody else, but I don't be expecting it from people that's older than me. You get me? You get me? Go ahead and do it, Ace. It's all good, bro. Feel free. When you do it, you let me know. You talking about the Open Tire fight, right? I'm talking about the open tie fight. Tank promoting like Ryan for this one. Yeah, that joint at 1 a.m. here. Technique was good with it. Nah, listen, man. Listen. Yo, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Look, I'll say this. Yeah, H, just let me know. Let me know if you do it, then I'll make sure I call an open tie fight, bro. I'm here for the people, man. Like, y'all determine if I come back and call this fight, man. Y'all want your boy to voice the call. Jay open tie tonight. We can do it. That's what we here for, my guy. Ace said, hell nah, we calling this fight. Fire frequency. What's good with it? But let's talk about this, man. I talked about it briefly yesterday. I didn't want to spend too much time on it because Free Smoke was good with it. Yeah, man. I didn't expect it from him, but maybe he just having fun. So we're gonna have a real conversation. But real quick, technique. I know it might not look ideal for a guy to straighten his hair, but no funny stuff. Like we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. The man wear braids, bro. The man wear braids. Like, it's simple. Like, I've seen this shit for years, way before I even knew who Tank was. So people done that to get their hair braided easier. Like, it's just simple. It's just what it is. So, I mean, you could question it if you want, but I know what it is. Like, it's going to take more than a hairstyle for me to start questioning somebody's. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's weird. Like, so I don't care about that dude hair. I was trying to tell people yesterday the bigger story. Shout out to Malik K. Yeah, we up early this morning, man. Y'all make sure y'all double tapping the screen for me, man. Support the grind, and we gonna build. Just a thin line. That's his hair. Yeah. It's his hair, bro. He just that's what you do before you get your hair braided. For those that know. The ones that don't. But I think the bigger story is is he distracted at all? And I ain't talking about by his hair. I ain't talking about his hair. I think that's a fair question because it falls in the line, along the lines of boxing. Like, is he distracted? Now, why I say distracted, because you seen the video get posted or leaked, should I say, with him smoking. I don't know if y'all up to speed. He got a whole assistant that he was working with that. That they on the outs right now. So what I'm asking is that going to be a distraction to him in the fight, or is that going to be added motivation and added fuel for him to go out there and perform against Lamont Roach? That's how I'm looking at it, right? I really don't care about nobody hair, bro. Like, I got gray hair. You think I care about Tank's? So it's at least Tank all his hair black. My shit gray. I ain't worried about that man hair. You know what I'm saying? But I am worried about, like, and I ain't saying worried. My focus would be if any of this outside the ring stuff is distracting him at all. He a human. He's a man. He a human, just like anybody else. Like, we ain't never seen this right before a Tank fight. So he going back and forth. You got a guy outing him. He talking about him. I ain't gonna get into all the posts because it's just not boxing related. So it's hard to talk about that shit. It's not boxing related, and I don't want nobody, feeling like I'm. This is what I talk about, right? I don't care about his hair. You know what I'm saying? Tank gonna do what Tank do. What I do care about is if he's consumed at all by the outside activity, right? By the things that the guy is saying about him. And for me, I remember Lamont Roach. Saying to him, like, you better get focused. You better get focused. And you know what I'm talking about. You better get focused. And I always ask myself, what was he talking about right there? It sounded like he was talking about something. Sound like he knew something. So, you see the smoking video and you like, damn, is the outside the ring, is the business of boxing really affecting him to the point where it would actually affect his performance? That's where I'm at with it, right? That's where I'm looking at, because that's boxing. I don't really want to deep dive into the personal shit that has nothing to do with it, but I'll just highlight that it's out there, and that shit could be a weight. It could be an unnecessary distraction for you right now. For Tank, every fight of his life is the biggest fight. It don't matter who it is, the name is, every fight is the biggest fight, because you're going to get the best version of the guy that you getting in there with 9 times out of 10, because they know the opportunity that they're presented with. They know if they win that fight, Lamont Roach know full well if he win this fight, shit changed drastically for him. So do not think for 1 minute that he is not in the gym training extremely hard to try to win this fight, and he gonna need it. So I'm a real boxing fan. Like, I'll highlight the shit that's out there, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. But I will say, like, you know, that can be considered as like baggage, a distraction, right? You get what I'm saying? Is that gonna really take away from anything he's putting on in the gym, you know, putting out in the gym? And I don't know. I don't think so. The reason being is the way I see Tank as a fighter, man, he thrives off negativity, right? He thrives off negativity, and it's in a weird way. I feel like he's able to lock in, but this is much different than what we've seen in the past. Like, usually you'll see, like, maybe he'll go back and forth with Floyd, or you get what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, and then he go out there and get the job done, and everything is all good. This trip, you know, he got videos being leaked about him. You get what I'm saying? I doubt if he cared one bit about a viral hairstyle, but you get what I'm saying? You got a guy that was close to you trying to expose you, so to speak, and you got a big-ass fight coming up. So I feel like a guy like him, he been through way worse than some damn Instagram posts, right? You get what I'm saying? So I feel like he uses that shit as motivation. So if he needed any added motivation for this fight, he might have found it in this guy that he's going back and forth with right now. You get what I'm saying? He might have found a motivation. Is he not focused? I don't know. When I see 139.2, it's hard to tell me a guy is not locked in unless you just think he unhealthy, and I just don't see it that way. Like, we seen him physically. We seen what he looked like. He looked like he on point. So I'm not tripping off all this stuff. I think he'll compartmentalize like a real champion supposed to. I think he's going to go out there and get the job done. I think he's going to do what he's supposed to do. I don't think any of this stuff is really going to impact. Shout out to you, bro. I got you, Ace. Much love, bro. I don't think I don't think he, you know, I just don't see this affecting him to the point where he can't get his job done. That's where I'm at with it. But we're going to get into the Tim Bradley video. Like I said, man, shout out to him. It's never personal with me. I'm going to talk about it, though. I feel like he joined the circus a little bit with the Zesty comments. Like, you could have had some jokes, but you call that man Zesty is crazy. And you older than me. Like, I ain't expect it from Tim. Kyle Cooler, bless his family. How you feeling? GM was good with it. Explain it to your own people, dog. They got to know better. Oh, got to explain. Yeah, they got to know. They got to know, bro, but they don't. They don't. Al Booger, what it do, family? Said when I had braids and not the style in between getting my shit done, I would pick to each his own. Yeah, I get it. Dry turkeys, I couldn't imagine Hearns and Hagler wearing purses, paid down. How different the stars of sport have become. I mean, yo, listen, it's a different time. Dry turkey, to each his own. I'm not into nail polish and purses and none of that, but these dudes live a different lifestyle and they into different things that they deem as fashion or fashionable. We're not into it, so it's a to each his own thing. But I don't think that determines, you know, what somebody's personal preference is, right? He got a way that he dressed, and that's him. That's his thing. I really be more concerned with how he fight. Like, we don't know about Tank because of how he dressed. We know now, but that's not the reason we know Gervonta Davis. We know Gervonta Davis because he go in there and smoke some shit inside the ring. Get what I'm saying? Get in there and display boxing at a high level. You get what I'm saying? The elite level. That's what we know him for. So, I mean, think about it. A lot of people, if your life was on Front Street, you probably had some things get out there about you that you don't want out. You get what I'm saying? So, or think about how many things that we do that we think is normal, that if the public was to see it, they'd probably deem it wild too. Like, damn, why you doing that? Why you doing this? It's his lifestyle. I really care about the fights, man. And to this point, we haven't seen his performances be affected by anything going on around him. He's always been able to find a way to just get in there and handle business. And I think, like I said, this is going to be the same. Rozier was good with it. Nah, he can't. Rob, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? He said, white noise. Yeah, it is. Who's Snake and Tank? I think it was like a personal assistant of his. J Bean, what it do? Zach B, what's good, family? How you feeling on this good morning? Tank was to sign the top rank, Tim would defend him. Absolutely, he would. Some tendencies, no doubt. Who cares, right? Shout out to my guy, Carol Cooley, man. Judah Vision, what it do? Give a about another years. I don't care how they dress. Like, we care about the ring. Now, look, I want to say this so y'all not mistaken. I like a good laugh and a good joke too, y'all. Like, I'll laugh and joke about some stuff too, but I think people always take it too far where you can't even enjoy the laugh. Like, it's not. They go too far with it. And I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to pull up what Tim Bradley had to say. Man, shout out to him, though. But I think Tim Bradley embracing the content creator space right now, y'all. I think that's what he on. That's what Tim Bradley on right now, y'all. He on the content. He creating content, bro. He out here. He understanding the content game, bro. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you right now, Levon, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? Shout out to everybody pulling up this good morning, man. Y'all smash the like button or double tap the screen for me, man. We gonna keep rolling. Let's pull this up, man. Let's see what he had to say, man. Tim said, man, I got me a YouTube and I ain't afraid to use it. ESPN broadcaster has it.
YouTube back with some more haterism. Tim Desert.
Look. I'm sorry, y'all. It's early, man. Y'all know I love to laugh. Y'all know I love this boxing. Hey, yo, look, check it out, though. He come on embracing the fact that people call him a hater. So y'all already know what it's hitting for. I ain't trying to give him an out. I'm just telling you, I see full well what he doing. That's why it don't make me mad. He embracing being a hater, haterism. So he already letting y'all know he on a different type of time. He on bullshit. Tim, get ready. The black hoodie Tim. I heard of black hoodie KO, but this black hoodie Tim right here. You know what I'm saying? This black hoodie Tim. Dre Smith, what it do, my guy? Al-Sheikh, what's good with it, family? Tim was talking about he used to get high and eat McDonald's apple pies. So let's get to it. Let's hear what he had to say, man.
What's going on, YouTube? Back with some more haterism. Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know. Hey, real quick,
good, fam?
I see that picture circulating the tank. Ha! I ain't gonna lie, I did a head twist just like everybody else did, right? But, you know, I gotta say, man, as I sit back and I analyze, I've already told you guys one thing. He already had that superpower standing alone. Yo, he just gained another one. I think actually two more, to be honest with you. And the first one that I'm just about to mention right now, of course, is the fact that he just don't give a, okay? He don't care. He stopped caring. It's not in the sense to where he doesn't care about his family or his responsibilities or whatever it is, right? The first one we saw was he stood alone. He stood alone on the platform. He did the whole, you know, conference by himself, right? Press tour by himself, and you know, right. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I respect a man that can stand on his own 2 feet, for real.
Because if you being honest, like, call it what it was, he did sit up on that stage by himself and just, he was a one-man army in that aspect, right? That visual that it gave us, he was a one-man army, bro, a one-man army. So yeah, he got a point right there.
But this one right here, having that picture leak, him looking real zesty,
Andrew Gray,
and not giving a fuck. Woo! Trying to tell y'all,
Rob, what it do?
My man is on a new level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that song. We on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Yes.
Hey, listen, y'all. I want y'all to follow this while he talk. He calling him zesty, but he's giving him praise at the same time. He's being a content creator, yo. Shout out to Tim because he get it. He get it. Yeah, he gonna talk a little shit. It's gonna get people to watch. But he still got to give him his credit because it ain't, who gives a hell? Who cares about his hair? I don't care. I don't care. Think about it. You're going to make all these jokes about his hair, especially if you actually the fighter. Shout out to Lamont Roach. You make all these jokes about his hair and then he go out there and knock you out. Oh, man. Imagine what AI going to do with that when he knock you out with that hair. Man, you're going to be looking crazy. 007 was good with it. Don was good with it. Yeah, nah, that's what Tim is saying, Don. Tim saying, yo, he don't care, bro. He don't care.
Dude is on a new level, man, because he know who he is. You know, there's a power with knowing who you is. Most people don't know who the hell they are. right? They don't know who the hell they are. They think they know, but they really don't know who they are. It takes you a while to figure out. We're constantly evolving as a human, right? Constantly evolving, right?
Shout out to my bro Trey, man, in the Cash App with the 10-piece holding me down, man. Much love, Brody, man. He said, for I've been MIA, but always listening. Salute, bro. I appreciate you always listening and always supporting.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
All right, let's keep it. Let's listen to what he had to say. Tank Hendricks, I'm telling you, Tank about to kick some ass.
That's why he don't give a.
Y'all forgot. Remember, Keith Thurman cut his hair. He cut his hair and ain't looked the same since. Fought one time since, man. You know what I'm saying? The strength is in your hair. Tank know that, man. He like Fabio. He got his joint out. He chilling. He unbothered. He's sitting on a damn, I don't know, what is that? A couch cushion, a beanie, or whatever the hell that is. He don't care, bro. I'm just saying that to the people that's taking it overboard. He don't care, bro. Y'all preaching to yourselves at this point. He don't care, bro. That man is unbothered. Sitting at 139.2, what, damn near 2 months out from the fight. He don't care. Asses will be whooped in March. Yo, he don't care, bro. I'm just being honest. That man don't care. You think he would have posted the picture if he cared about what people was going to say? Don't you think he would have turned the comments off if he gave a fuck? He don't care, bro. He don't care. He don't care. He really don't care. Let's keep getting to this, man.
Damn, having that power, that superpower, not giving a damn. And see, and that's the reason why I can come to you guys, come to YouTube. I can, sit in front of you. I can hear the boos. I can hear the, you didn't beat Pacquiao. I can hear the big head, the milk dud, the coon, the, all the names that everybody always call me. That's why I can sit here and just still be myself and do what I do, because I just don't give up about what anybody thinks. And Tank has gotten that superpower too now, baby. He just don't give them. Tank gonna be Tank. Tank gonna do what Tank gonna do. That's just it. Whether he looking zesty or not, he know who he is. There's a superpower to that. And guess who he gonna take that out on? He gonna take that out on Lamont Roach, man. I feel sorry for Roach. Roach is a good fighter, man.
Yes.
He's a good fighter. He is. But I'm telling you, this Tank right here is different.
See? I got y'all too. Y'all thought he was about to bring y'all here and just diss him. Nah, he not doing that. He just making a comment about the hair like everybody else. He's looking zesty, but he's spending the bulk of the time telling you how dangerous he is and how none of this shit matter and how he about to hurt Lamont Roach. He don't care, bro. He don't. I'm gonna keep saying it. Everybody that think he care about what you think about his hair, he posted the picture. It came from his account. With the comments left on, he do not care. He's unbothered. He's sitting at a good weight, and it's going to be a good fight. But I think Lamont Roach on the other side is very focused too, which is going to lead to this being a good fight for as long as it lasts. Shout out to both of them. John was good with it. Yeah. That's what Tim is saying right now. That's what Tim is saying. Tim is saying Tank is unapologetic. He tried to say, hey, that's what he said. We know that. That's what he said. Tank out here changing his gender. The industry got him. Nah, hell nah, pugilism. He ain't doing that. He just chilling, man. Like, I've seen too many people do this. Like, where was this energy for Max B? I know we got some Max B fans in here. Max B used to run around with the hair like that with no braids. Like, just chilling, hair out. Like, you get what I'm saying? The same way. No, we got some Max B fans. He was chilling. We didn't care. We was like, that's big of L. We didn't care, bro. You get what I'm saying? Hell yeah, GM, you feel me? Free Max B, man. Free the wave, man. Let's get back to Tim.
It's a different dude. All right? Did y'all see the weight too? Did y'all see the weight? The dude can fight tomorrow. The dude can fight today. The dude can fight whenever. It's a few weeks away, a few months away from the fight. Woo.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all, locked in. Not giving a damn what anybody think. Of course, the ones that you love. The ones that love and care about you. You give a damn what they think.
Talk to him, GM.
Media, the people that's out there that you don't see on a regular basis, yo. I don't think anybody should be.
You get me? Tim Layton was
getting their
good
pennies
with
in a
it.
bunch.
I'm not trying to give him no out because he don't need one. He could fight. So play that hair shit at your own risk with him. You get what I'm saying? He said it in a statement. Y'all won't dare say that shit in his face. He said, just ask Richardson, homeboy. So maybe Richardson, homeboy, must have played that game with him too, and he punched in. He punched in on him. He must have played that game with him too and got punched in on, man. Some people just do what they do. You get me? That's all. Star Fox was good with his Tank going to 140. Nah, I don't think that's what 139.2 mean. That just means that he's close to his actual, contracted weight of 135 about 2 months out from the fight. That's all that means. He focused.
Underwear in a bunch or whatever, when there's people they don't even know.
Shout out.
I'm not saying that Tank gonna sit back, right?
You're ready.
And I'm not gonna sit back and just, take whatever somebody says to me, like especially in person, because I'm not. I'm gonna clap back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna let you know. You trying to get in my head. I already know you're trying to get in my head. I'm gonna get back in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the other way around. Because I know you can't crack this code right here. You can't crack this. I know I'm gonna crack yours for sure. You feel me? Tank knows that now. That's another superpower that he just grabbed onto. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm fearful for this fight, because this is a different type of Tank, man. It really is. And he's focused, laser focused, dialed in. This fight in Brooklyn gonna be lit. 19,000 people at the Barclays.
Good with it, fam.
It's gonna be lit. And everybody, I'm telling you, everybody, y'all must tune in, because it's gonna be a top 5. Top 5 ESPN. Play of the day, knockouts. I think play of the day. Yeah, play of the day. That's what it is. It's gonna be. It might even be number 1, number 2.
Rest my case,
because I'm telling you, he gonna make an example. He gonna make an example
shout out to you,
about how he really feel with Lamont Roach.
Good with it.
But I will say, I did see that other video now.
Shout out to Mo Film. The subject is, Tank been making a lot of noise with his hairstyle, but we don't care about his hairstyle. It's been a lot of I want to say a lot, but some little negative stuff coming out in the media about him from a certain particular person that he not seeing eye to eye with. So the question is Tank distracted by any of this outside noise, or is he focused? I'm gonna lean toward him being focused. I think his weight is on point. I think he unbothered. He don't care what nobody talking about. And he gonna continue doing what he doing. I think we in for a show just like we always get with him come March 1st. That's what I think.
Now, I'm not heavy on the social media. People send me stuff.
You're trying to put it together. Hilltop was good with it, fam.
All the time, man. I don't even know how to work that stuff. I am on this camera because I'm controlling it. But, I don't really look at too much of the social media stuff or what goes on. But people send me things. I saw that weed smoking. I saw that. Now, look, from a man that used to smoke weed, and trust me, I used to smoke it heavy.
Look,
wake and bake. You know what I'm saying? Wake, get high. Have the most intelligent conversations. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shit, Albert Einstein type of conversations.
Look at
yeah,
Tim.
I know. Yeah, having that I don't give a fuck attitude.
Tim like to get right, y'all.
Having that, hey, lights go get turned off. Shit, we got candles. That type of stuff. Yeah,
look.
I've been there. Yeah, get hungry. Pull up McDonald's real late. Get them.
Tim is a troll, y'all. If y'all ain't catching on, I'm playing this shit for a reason. He got y'all here by making y'all think he was gonna sit up here and talk about how zesty Tank was. He not doing that. He been giving the man his credit the entire time. He just talking a little bit of shit because he being a content creator. He having fun with it. Shout out to Tim Bradley, man. He caught on fast. Tim caught on fast, didn't he, Ann McQueen? Shout out to the professor, man. Cash Sports, top of the morning, my guy. How you feeling? John said, Tim definitely a troll. Yo, he a troll in real time, y'all. I'm telling you, Tim was smoking a lot. He was smoking like that. He said he used to get right. You get me? Devontae, shout out to you. Y'all double tap that screen. Let's keep rocking, man, on this early AM, this early boxing build.
The apple pies from McDonald's, yo, before they close, right? They gonna throw them out. I know. I'm telling you. I know what it's all about, but I'm saying this, though. What example is standing with this? And I get it. I mean, it's legalized in most states, but it's not legalized federally. That's the problem that I have with marijuana. It's not legalized federally, and I understand, man. And the way the weed is now, they got super duper weed now. The weed ain't.
Man, you hear how he talking, bro? It ain't no way in hell he ain't smoked, bro. I don't even think. Do you hear how he just went into detail about what you do when you in that mode? Like, you only know that because you do it. Now, how much? I'm not even going to, debate how much. He said he was a stoner. I'm going to call him a stoner. The man said he used to get right. I'm going to believe him, man. He out here talking about apple pies at McDonald's before they throw him out. Tim used to get right, man. I'm trying to tell you. Tim used to get right.
Insane no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's changing the male's anatomy. It really is, man. It truly is. And that's just my opinion. All right. However,
Tim got
I'll
a
say
J
this.
sitting next to him right now.
You're putting something foreign into your lungs, into your body, and you're doing training camp. And I understand that it has pros and it has cons. I get it. I know there's a lot of researchers out there that say that, marijuana is good for you, helps with inflammation, helps with this, that, and the third. I get all of that. I hear you. All right. Marijuana ain't never killed nobody, all this stuff. But you're in training camp. And there's a drug test. Okay? And you can pop dirty on the drug test by smoking marijuana. Okay? That stuff stays into your fat, stores into your fat. So I would say this for Tank.
Dog, what it do?
You already had that I don't give a fuck personality, right? Right now, attitude right now, I don't give a fuck. Whatever, it is what it is, right? You don't need that weed, man. You can go ahead and leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? If your body's sore, you want to chill the hell out, listen to some Bob Marley, chill, relax, all right? Without the weed, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Get in an ice bath, go get a massage or something, you know what I'm saying? Chill out with the family. There's ways of relaxing. There's ways of, taking care of that information in your body, man, other than smoking that, because you're only looking for problems, man. And I just hope that, the commission, the New York commission, they ain't no joke. I hope the commission don't do nothing to you or anything to jeopardize this fight or fine you or something, because
now, real quick, I know it's some confusion about maybe the time frame of the video, but if it's old, how most people think it's old, because you think your guy that you at odds with, the Chris character, you think that he's had footage and different pieces of material or whatever for the longest, so he just decided to leak that on his own. It don't necessarily gotta mean that this is what's going on now, but I'm not sure, because then you got Lamont Roach saying he heard this, he heard that too, so you don't know. But the thing is, it caused some confusion, so it did what it was supposed to do for the guy that leaked it. But at the end of the day, I don't think it changes nothing about Tank. I think the job remains the same, to go out there and be victorious and go stand on business like he always do. Shavai was good with it, fam. Tank won't say which fighters he knows that want steroids. Right. Nah, but look, Shavai, he not dissing Tank, though. He just said made the ZESTY comment cool. But he really highlighting how he dangerous and how none of this matter and how he feel like he gonna go out there and do what he do.
He's seen. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I told y'all, he don't give a damn. That's where Tank is at right now. That's where his head is at right now.
I wouldn't have caught that, bro. I wouldn't have caught that. I just didn't think it was brand new.
I just gotta say it's my take on Tank, man. I think he unlocked a new superpower. I really do.
Listen to what he's saying.
It's only gonna get better from here.
I do
gotta say, I know a lot of people on me been asking me this question right now. I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it. Okay. Tank or Shakur. Okay. I'm gonna answer it for you guys. Put a gun to my head right now. Okay. The marijuana to me tells a story. All right. Tells a story. And it only tells a story because I feel that Tank is a one-half fighter, 6-round fighter. I do. I think he presses the issue. I think he knows how to, control distance and knows how to hide and get away from shots. I get it, but he's pressing forward, but he's getting hit also. So you can beat him. You can get a head on him on scorecards. You can. And I think that has a lot to do with his stamina, his lungs, his conditioning. Maybe not believing in it. I don't know. I know he works hard, right? People say he works hard. I see the videos up. He works extremely hard. However, I do see the green too. And that explains why he don't push it early. I would expect him to push it early, and then there ain't no ending. There's no end. The ending happens real quick, real fast. you know, but that's not the way he operates. And he's been operating this way for a while. He lets the guy wear down. He lets him wear down, then he takes him out once they make a mistake. That's his system. Mayweather had the same system.
It might sound like a slight because he called him a 6-round fighter. And maybe we don't frame it that way. But if you think about what he's saying and how he break it down, Tank he let you taper down something, he go get your ass. It's nothing wrong with that. That's intelligent. That's intelligent. If I don't have to push it early, then I don't. It's simple, right? If I ain't got to push it early, then I don't. But the gist of everything that he's saying is in line with giving him his credit, not taking it from him. Don't hear the one thing that you didn't like he said. He not shitting on him. I've been listening to this right with y'all. He definitely telling you how dangerous he is. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't call him a 6-round fighter. I wouldn't frame it that way, but I could understand the point that he's trying to make. But I just wouldn't label him a 6-round fighter. I wouldn't say that. Stop for Tank versus Roach. Nah, KO was good with it, my guy. 6-round fighter for whose power varies late and gets late stoppages. That he's crazy. I don't think he hating though. I just think that was just the one thing that he said that people probably don't agree with. TD was good with it because he been prize fighter was good, my guy, because he been giving him his just do all through this.
But without the power, same system, but without the power, he did. Okay, if you go back and watch his fight against Canelo Alvarez, I just studied a whole hell of a lot of them. You can hear them in the corner saying, hey, make him work, make him work, make him work, make him work. Let him wear down a little bit. You will hear Mayweather, you'll hear his dad in the corner say that. Okay, he's wearing down now. All right, baby, step on the gas. Okay, so with that being said,
my God, KO, man.
I feel that
he always coming.
This former Shakur will struggle against this former Tank. However, I feel that if Shakur is healthy, get his hands right, get back to his boxing, on his counter-punching shit, still have his defense, but again, counter a little bit more, stay close enough to be able to counter, then get the hell out of the way, I think he can beat Tank. Okay, now I know all y'all Tank fans out there are gonna say, "Oh, he can't take the pressure, he can't this, he can't take that, he can't take this."
Dog, I agree.
Okay,
I agree.
You can say all of that. You can say if he gets hit, if Shakur gets hit, you already know what's gonna happen. I think everybody knows what's gonna happen. I think Shakur knows what's gonna happen. But damn, that is one rabbit right there, man. That is so damn good with his feet, and he got a high IQ, and he can fight a complete fight.
They gotta show me that
and that's
shit,
the reason
Tim.
why I would pick Shakur over Tank. Tank got the one punch advantage. He does. He got the one punch advantage. Okay, he does. All right. And I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, you go back and forth on it. No. This former Shakur that we seeing right now doesn't beat Tank. But like if Shakur goes
there
back
go.
to what Shakur was, the herring Shakur.
Would a hater say that?
The what's the other one? What's the other guy name? The herring Shakur, the Valdez Shakur, the Conceição Shakur. Like just more countering. More countering. Making dudes pay. Tank gonna have problems with that. He is. You know, he definitely gonna have problems with that. But if the one that we've been seeing of late, I don't think he beats Tank. I don't. I really don't. I think Tank will catch him and knock him out. However, that's my take on that, man. But anyways, hey, Tank unlocked another superpower. Y'all better watch out. That boy gonna look hot. He gonna look hot in his next fight. And he gonna take all that aggression he got built up inside, he gonna take it out on Lamont Roach. Peace.
What y'all think, man? So what y'all think, man? That was Tim was he gave his take, you know. He did what a content creator is supposed to do, man. He got people to click the video thinking it was just gonna be all negative, and he ended up giving that man his just due at the end of the day. Say he unlocked another superpower with the hair. Say even though he looking zesty, he said the superpower with the hair. He said he unlocked the superpower with the hair, man. Tim trolled to get people to come over there, listen to the video. Then he end up giving that man his credit at the end of the day. I thought it was interesting, the things that he says. For me, it's not about agreeing or disagreeing. I just hear where he's coming from. I got my own train of thought when it comes to Tank. Some of y'all in the comments made some good points about, you know, my guy say he don't prioritize points early. Yeah, I don't think he really that's his focus. You know what I'm saying? Early, I think he, you know, waiting for you to tick down a notch or two, and then that's when the ass whooping commence. It's an intelligent strategy because it's been working. You know what I mean? I think it's only a certain select few that will be able to take advantage of that approach. And I do truly think Shakur is one of them. He also thinks so. As far as I don't know. I don't agree with this. When people say this version of Shakur, like I'm not connecting. Like it's not registering with me. Like I guess I'm looking at it different, man. Unless this is a guy that is all of a sudden now getting hit so much more and giving up more rounds. My thoughts is the same, man. Any guy that you put in front of him on his best night, he could beat him. And I'm gonna always say that. And I feel the same way about Tank. So regardless of how you see a fight playing out, you still got to see it. We still need to see the fight. You know what I mean? No matter who you think will win and how you think it'll look, don't matter. It's a fight that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? It do. Tim gave 100 backhanded compliments to Tank to really call him a zesty 6-round fight. I knew somebody was gonna see it that way. Nah, but I do. The gist of what he's saying, though, he know what it is. He know what it is, and he know that man is dangerous. That's what I got out of all of this. Like, he still said it in his way. He still had his interesting spin on it, but I ain't tripping on his opinion because at the bulk of everything he's saying, he's highlighting just how good of a fighter Tank is. He just did it the Tim Bradley way, man. You got to think this. It's a top-ranked lifer, man. He wasn't about to give y'all 12 minutes of Tank talk with no jabs, with no subtle jabs. Like, you get me? This is a top-ranked lifer. You know he was gonna take some jabs. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right to talk about Tank without jabbing. And it's Tim Bradley we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Funny thing with Tim is he don't care if Tank look great. He good at Tank look like shit. He gonna say, yeah. He gonna give his real opinion. Yeah. And his real opinion don't mean we all agree with it, right? But he definitely gonna give you what he sees as his real opinion. You know what I'm saying? DGO, what's good? What he say? He looks different. I just think it's like I think he is a bit different, but I don't think it's a different. It's a negative, right? Like. You say people talk about his last fight. I hate to do this, but
styled and shot to the haters out there.
Then again, he is fighting in his hometown where supposed to be pressure since the first round. He did it
I'm
the
gonna put
first
some
round,
respect on my guy, man. I'm gonna stop.
The left
y'all
or
see
the right
this shit, man?
Hard time looking to land the right hand.
He carries a punch. The problem is you gotta land those shots.
Don't do that, bro.
Calling the fight is the way I see it.
Nah, seriously,
He can't get that knockout.
Nah, seriously,
Are looking to hook around with that right. Stevenson
top
blocking those shots now.
3 to 5 fighters right now.
Looks to connect there with the left.
At the end of the day, the fighter's inside the ring doing his best to let his people, his crowd.
3 to 5 fighters that can do
Really
that.
trying. I feel
Artunian tries to give it right back, coming forward now.
the dog's hand southpaw and does great both ways.
That shit crazy.
Artunian and being able to take the best of the shots.
Who Manny Pacquiao was. When he came to the United States.
That shit is pretty. that shit pretty. The bid to stand right there in front of somebody, you can't do shit. That's pretty. Remember, they say he don't slip punches, he don't block punches, he just jumped straight back. What the hell was all of that? That shit was a barrage of defense. He just clean as hell. He's standing right in front of that dude. No punches landed. That's the same guy that gave Frank Martin hell, right? That defense great, man. Don't tell me a guy is that defensively sound and that good in the pocket don't got a chance to beat anybody. I don't give a damn about no power. Power don't win fights, man. Tank could tell you himself it's not his power that's winning the fight, so I wish people would stop making that point. You almost discrediting the fighter when you say that. But that shit is pretty. Name me 3 to 5 fighters right now that can stand right there and do that. With anybody. He'd do that shit with all these dudes, man. I'm telling you. Just don't do it with Tank. Just don't do it with Tank. Frank almost KO dude, though. He did. He put him down. But I'll say this. He had a ace. He had Artem admitting to running from him. He had Artem admitting to running from him in that fight. After the fight was over, Artem admitted to running from him. He was beating his ass, man. He was beating Artem up, man. He had Artem on the back foot. Artem was coming to Frank Martin the entire time. Now, I want y'all to think about something. Y'all would say Frank Martin is more of a puncher, right? Than Shakur. Stronger, he got more dog. Y'all say that, right? So y'all explain to me, why was Artem on the front foot against Frank Martin, but on the back foot against Shakur? If Frank Martin punching so hard. Get what I'm saying? It ain't just punching power. It's skill, man. It's IQ. That shit is different. Only a fool would sit up here and try to downplay what I just showed y'all right there. Only a fool. That shit is not easy to do. Name me 3 to 5 fighters right now that you see stand in the pocket and don't get hit like that. That shit different, bro. Shit different. Tank different too. But that shit is definitely different. You ain't been in there with nobody that's that responsible defensively and that sharp. You ain't been in there with nobody like that. It'll be a challenge on both sides, man. They both gonna challenge each other. That's all I ever said, man. I'm gonna keep saying that because I think that's real. Shout out to both, but man, salute to Tim Bradley, man. I like the fact that he being a content creator, man. He embracing his content creator space. He know how to get y'all to, click the video. But I think he gave Tank his credit at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He took a few jabs because that's Tim Bradley. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be content without him taking a few jabs at the fighter that he talking about. You know what I mean? Frustration. Yeah, I'm telling you, 2 cents, that shit is frustrating, you beating somebody up like that. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Rod? Soundly. And he was on the front foot against Frank Martin. Body shots. He was beating Frank Martin body up. None of that. Shakur was right in front of him, and it was like night and day. I think people forget that shit. Forget that. Like, that shit totally different. I don't like triangle theories, but you see that it's a total different level of IQ when you in there. They fought the same guy, and that shit looked totally different. Totally different. Way different. Shit don't even look close. Don't tell me a guy that's winning fights that convincingly don't have a chance because somebody hit hard. That shit not enough, man. It's not enough, man. It's more than just punching power with Tank. You know that he got good feet. You get what I'm saying? Vision, good reflexes. It's a lot of shit, man. Good punching, speed. You get what I'm saying? He picked the right shots. The dude is a smart fighter. GPZ, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Everyone's saying Frank too green to fight Tank, but say Kid is a good fight for Core. I'm gonna tell you why. It's a little bit of a double standard to a degree, but I'm gonna tell you what it is, Ace. It's preference. They feel like, they can call Frank Martin green as opposed to Tank because of the number of fights and what Tank accomplished as opposed to Frank Martin, right? And they feel like Tank got that home run hitter. With Shakur, they feel like he's coming off a hand injury. He's not a power guy. They feel like Cade Austin is strong, athletic, come forward guy. That kind of style they think can give him some issues. So they label that a good fight, and then they label Tank and Frank not a good fight, which it was a good fight. Frank was just inexperienced. You know what I'm saying? Cut the ring off very well. Yeah. He do. He definitely do. But you go look at the first 3-4 rounds of his last fight. Of his last fight, you'll see that he giving up rounds ain't necessarily the smart way to go about beating Shakur, in my opinion. I think the last thing you want to, and this is just, I'll say this and end it with this. I think if you want to get him, jump on him and stay on him. I think if you allow him multiple rounds in a row, I think you allow his confidence to grow and build, and you put yourself in a situation where it's going to be real hard to beat him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, Tank got a home run hitter. We all know that, but shit, some people just don't get knocked out. And I don't hear the conversation enough about what happens if he don't get knocked out. Get what I'm saying? People just assume at some point, yeah, he going to get knocked out. Some people don't get knocked out, bro. Everybody ain't going. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to GPZ. GHB in the building. What's good, Greg? How you feeling, bro? You better stop pushing Keyshawn too early. You need more experience for Tank. Yeah. Mr. Perfect is in the building. What's good with it? But they gonna push Keyshawn because, shit, it's Tank. And if he get a title, shit, them fighting ain't crazy, right? Can't say you can't shit on Tank for fighting a guy that got a title, right? So It's early for Keyshawn, and I doubted that fight. I doubt that fight happens, anytime. So I doubt the fight happens at all. But man, shit, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Once you get to a certain level, those fights get closer than what y'all think. It's always gonna be levels, but the gap, when you really at the top, that gap is not a significant one. When you really elite, you up that cloth, the gap is not a significant one. That should become a game of inches at that point. Shout out to Hilltop, man. Just showing love. He standing in front of Tank like that. The Tank was send him a lullaby. Man, I wouldn't listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, Hilltop. I wouldn't recommend doing that with Tank though, because that, again, you do it. You pick and choose who you do it in front of, right? I think with Tank Davis, you don't give him that many chances at your chin, right? You just don't. Because with him, I think I know he's one of the most accurate fighters in boxing. So you don't want to offer your chin up. You don't want to give him that many opportunities to hit you. So standing right in front of him wouldn't be smart. And I don't think he would fight him that way. I don't think he'd fight him that way at all. It just wouldn't be smart. That's risky. I ain't saying he wouldn't do it at all, but I don't think you could spend the whole fight doing that. You have to pick your spots when you choose to fight like that. And I think that's how you fight that guy.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Hilltop. Mike Mazak, what's good with it, Mike? How you feeling, bro? Again, Tank is nah, man. Tank just chilling, man. Tank doing what he do, man. Tank just chilling, man. Like I told y'all, man, they tripping about that hair. Got y'all tripping, don't it, bro? That hair really got y'all tripping. Y'all tripping off that hair, bro. He don't care, man. He posted the picture. I keep trying to tell y'all. Tank could fight his ass off. I don't care about his personal, life. I don't care about that. I like the fact that he put out a training video where he looked like he locking in. I like the fact that he posted the hair picture and he don't care what y'all talking about. And I like the fact that he 139.2. You know what I'm saying? And we got a fight coming. I like the fact that Lamont Roach, on the flip side of everything, he's aware of everything that's going on, but he locked in as well. What we got us a fight. That's what we got. We got us a fight. I don't know why y'all. I don't know. Like, I be wanting to ask some of y'all when y'all be going so hard on what Tank do to y'all. What's the? I don't get it. I ain't saying you gotta like everything he do, but why y'all be so mad at him? What he do? That dude be the most out the way, one of the most out the way fighters that you could name. Think about it. When he ain't fighting, you really don't. He be out of the mix. You don't know where the hell Tank be at when he ain't fighting. He be out the way, bro. He just get in there, he beat you up, and go about his business, man. He said just juices and berries. Got them juices and berries going. Tank body work is crazy too. Yeah, he dig to the body. He got some great body work for sure. Like a duck, quack like a duck. Who he duck though? Let this would have been Shakur. Y'all would have been dragging him through the mud. What, for the hair? I mean, Shakur from Jersey, man. We New Jerseyans, like we a little different over here, B. So Core not gonna do what somebody in Baltimore is gonna do. He gonna do what Core is gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just joking. Like Tank, be a great fighter. Anybody dissing skills is crazy. You can diss him. You heard Tim Bradley didn't diss his skills. He just had an interesting take on how you see things. Claymore, what it do? Hold on, let me get Claymore right. Claymore said the hate is the same reason they hate Devin, because it Tank's these stinking fans. Yo, they be mad as hell at Tank. I be thinking he did something to y'all. I be like, what Bull do to y'all? Shout out to Claymore Rain. My God, right? Yeah, I don't know what that was. Crush, what's good with it? Dude, what's good with it, Cuz? How you feeling? Shout out to my guy Claymore. Left my tri-state held to a different standard. Yeah, man, we ain't about to be out here playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Core got the nappy Brooklyn right now. He in camp, man, putting in work. You know what I'm saying? We got smoke. We got smokes February 22nd, man. Shout out to Tank, man. Ignoring the haters, continuing to work, being focused. Shout out to Tim Bradley, because he kind of did the bait and switch. He got y'all to click the video, but he ain't really go crazy. Tank doing this thing, bro. If you post a hairstyle and it go viral, that's crazy. I rest my case with that. If you painting your nails, wearing purses, yeah, but all of that stuff, that's subjective, bro. That's his personal preference. We don't care about that. IBN, you know about Tank because he sleep shit. He knocks shit out. He beat people up. He a hell of a boxer. That's what, like, the other part of his life that people trying to expose are, you know, that shit is like, we don't care. We know about Tank because what he do in the ring, bro. I don't care about his nails. I don't care about his hair, purses. I don't care about none of that. None of that shit take away from the fact that he's a phenomenal fighter. That's all. Like, that shit, that's his personal preference. I don't, you know, like, we didn't start watching Tank Davis because we like, yeah, he dressed, he this. We knew he punched shit out. You get what I'm saying? We punched shit out. That's what we knew. We knew he punched shit out. Hold on, let me get my guy right, man. We knew he punched shit out. That's all. So that's never gonna be my focus. You know what I'm saying? That's never gonna be my focus. Tank is a superstar. It get like that when you're not on Earth anymore, man. I'm telling you. He just at another level, bro. He just chilling, man. Shout out to Claymore. Nah, you already know I had you, man. I had you, Claymore. Barbara D, my boxing mom in the building. How you feeling? Always good to see you. He said Al started the braids. Oh, yeah, AI started the braids in the NBA. He ain't never seen that shit. L757, dog. But homie doing him. Let Tank be himself. He definitely don't care. He definitely don't care. You know, he don't care. Hate and jealousy are the same thing. They cousins, you know what I'm saying? They cousins, Cash Sports. They definitely cousins. Curtis Kelly said Tank is most definitely zesty. Nah, man, look. That it's gonna take more than a hairstyle. Look, he got his own style, bro. I don't. But why we care about that? You know what I'm saying? When y'all seen a bad performance from him? Have y'all seen a bad performance from Tank? I'm asking for the people that keep talking about zesty hair and nails. Y'all seen a bad performance from him? So I don't give a damn what he put on, what he paint, what hair he get braid. I don't care. Shout out to Tay. It's the vertical format. Just double tap the screen if you haven't, man. Y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button for your boy. Shout out to 2 cents. You already know, bro. Now, don't hate the hair, you know. Tim Bradley, Hall of Famer Tim Bradley said he unlocked another superpower. Why y'all tripping off the hair? Bro done unlocked another superpower and y'all tripping off the hair. His strength is in his hair, man. His strength is in his hair. Matchmaking covers up a lot of flaws, but 10 years at 35, never fought one champion. That's false, IBN. False. Tank Davis has not been at 135 for 10 years. Count how many fights that he got at 135, too. I think you might forgot that Tank started at 126, good brother. I know he had 135 now. I want to see all the same fights you want to see with him and anybody else that's a top guy at 35, but he has not spent his entire career at 35. He started at 26, which Shakur started at, and then they moved up. You seen him jump up, skip a weight class, go to 140, then come back down. That's what Tank did. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, now is time to see all of the fights, all of the best fights from him. I feel like, you know, he at that point where we need to see it, but nah, he ain't been at 35 for 10 years. That's what people don't get too. That's why they make that weird ass argument about his resume at 135. Don't forget to include that the other weight classes that he fought in, 26, 30, and as well as 40. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we missing it. Yeah, we want to see the names, but it's still a lot of work that he's put in. You know what I mean? We want to see the names for sure. We want to see all the names, but it's work that he's put in, and I won't ignore that. Worldwide Arts, what it do? I'm dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Savage Bo, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? That's good with it. You've been at 35, name one champion. Yeah, all of that stuff is cool. All of that stuff is cool. But the problem is, like, we can't change what the yesteryear, and we know full well that the what you're complaining about is what he was trying to give you with the Lomachenko fight. And then you seen how it wasn't about, when it comes to Tank, it's not about, oh, he didn't fight another champion at 35. Oh, he didn't unify. It's not about that. And you know why I know it's not? Because when he was about to fight Loma and that shit was about to come together, people started complaining, oh, why are you fighting him now? I thought y'all wanted to see him fight another champion. I thought y'all wanted to see him unify. It's about complaining. It's about, oh, Tank didn't do what I said that he should do from home. From my seat, he should do this because I paid for the fights. Tank Davis need to do X, Y, and Z. That's what it's really about. He don't do what you say he should do, and y'all get mad. And then when he attempt to do what you're asking him to do, you complain about how long he took to do it. You can't win or lose. Like, at the end of the day, that man is going to move how he see fit, bro. It's just what it is. So while y'all continue to critique his moves, he going to keep winning. The money going to keep piling up. He going to keep being a superstar until you hang him up. You know what I'm saying? J Boxing, what it do, my guy? Dude, he said if he fighting without Calvin, it changes things. Not saying he loses, because I don't think so. I don't know how true that is. Yeah, I'll say this. I've seen him fight without Calvin before. I've seen him do it. I've seen him fight without him. And you know, he still went out there and done his thing. But I get it. It just, for me, the whole build-up feel different. And like Tim was alluding to, how he pointed to that hold on, yeah, let me plug my microphone in. My bad. Get my microphone plugged in. Like Tim, he stood up on that stage by himself and handled his business. You know what I mean? He handled that situation as best somebody could, being up there by himself, if he was by himself. You know what I'm saying? Hilltop, shout out to my guy back in the super chat. He said, please let Core win convincingly so Kid Austin, Zesty Pop could go away.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy Hilltop, man. Yeah, nah, Core need to make an example out the younger respectfully, man. And he need to shut up a lot of people, bro. I think right training camp, right focus, he'd be all right, man. Just take the little young boy to school. Shout out to J Boxing. LaMarcus, what's good, fam? How you feeling? He hangs out with Diddy, carries a purse. A lot of people hang out with Diddy, man. Tank go to 135 in 2019. Talk to him. That's why I say he ain't been at 135 for 10 years. That's a wild statement. D1, my God, top of the top, man. Top of the top. Savage Killer Queen was good with it. He only been at 135 3 years because he did one fight with Gamboa, went back down to fight Leo, then went up 2 weight classes to fight Barrio Savage, man. Talk to him, man. Hey, look, check me out. IBN. I hear you, bro. Listen to me. I don't like to argue with people. I like to hear you out. And I'm leveling with you, what you're asking for. You saying name a champion. I get it. But wasn't he about to give you a champion with Lomachenko? And again, before they knew Lomachenko wasn't going to take the fight, before he pulled out of negotiations, what did people start doing? Oh, now you want to fight Lomachenko. Oh, you waited 5 years. You waited 7 years. You could have been following. It's not about that. People just like to complain. Don't tell me that he tried to give you a unification and another champion. You get what I'm saying? And I think when that fell to shit, he went to a plan B, C, D, or whatever letter that Lamont Roach fit. But that's what it is. He's still in position to be able to deliver those fights. Unless you could predict the future, I don't see no reason to panic. I think the fights that you want to see from him can still happen. You get what I'm saying? We can't control when they happen. And me as a fight fan, even though it's a bit annoying, I'm still cool with that because I understand I have no control over when these dudes step in the ring with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to really enjoy boxing. We can highlight what we want to see from him and what we think he should do. But at the end of the day, that guy going to move how he see fit. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal when you put it all over the streets. I don't know what that is. Crush the legend. My guy said lots of fighters done it and still do it. Clever shit. That's IQ, homie. Shout out to Crush the legend, man. Tank is doing what's best for Tank. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what it is, man. Because I don't want to chase my tail with this conversation about who he didn't fight. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. But just enjoy what's going on. You can highlight it, but complaining about it ain't going to get no fight. You know? We ain't never going to see the fight that way. I know y'all want him to fight these guys, and I want to see him too, but that dude sound like, man, you know, any year it could be up for him. Claymore, what's good with it, bro?
What's good, fam? You see me? Am I here?
I can see you.
Oh, damn. You know what it is? I'm so small. I thought it was chilling. What's good with you, family?
Yeah, it's this style of the live I'm doing.
How long was I up here, man? Was I looking crazy up here, man? I didn't know I was up here.
You good. Crucial content. What it do? Shout out to my brother D1 in the cash app.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to you, bro. What's good with it, Claymore?
Man, I'm good. Came up to Bill, man. I hear with the conversation. I agree with everything you're saying, man. I think, listen, man, we got to respect these fighters when these fighters let us know what they want to do. The moment Tank told the world, and look, man, I always take it like he telling me, right? Because I know everybody digests and process things differently. Me personally, the moment he told me this was his last year, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm not gonna hit on Tank. That's me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But listen, the moment he told me that this was his last year, he told me that, you know, he wasn't tripping over this legacy thing and these belts and fighting these fighters. And he, more importantly, what he told me was he was maturing and growing into the next chapter of his life, bro. Right. Listen, man, we can celebrate that man for being a good man. You know, this for being a good man at this point, right? He might not be fighting all the fights that we want him to fight, but at the end of the day, he has a right to be the best version of himself he can be, bro. The eye test let us know that we wanted to see him in the biggest fights possible. We wanted to see him across the ring from Shakur, Devin, Teofimo. You know, we wanted to see all these fights, but sometimes it looks a little like that's me, whatever his name is, said that I'm about to hate on Tank. There's no hating on Tank, man. I've only wanted to see a talent like his across the ring from the best talent in the boxing space. But the hatred between the fan bases sometimes paint throw a broad stroke over the whole entire situation and paint a picture of hatred for a person that we don't even know, Right. We don't know Tank like that to hate him like that. We just in a competitive sport want to see the best fights. And I know it sounds like a little bit generic to say that we want to see the best fight the best. It's like, oh, the best fight the best. But brother, isn't that what we're here for? Ain't we boxing fans? Don't we want to see the best fight the best? But at the same time, we can celebrate Tank for what he's done if this is the end of the road, and we can anticipate and celebrate what he's going to do in the future. We know the kind of talent he is. We know what kind of talent he is. It'd be a damn shame if we don't get at least one of these damn fights. You know what I mean? As boxing fans. But at the end of the day, man, I'm proud of Tank, man. I'm proud of his maturity. I'm proud of his ability to own who he is, to actually be comfortable in his own skin and not be trying to impress a bunch of people. Him isolating himself from a boxing space that is as toxic as this one is. Who could fault him, right? But we got to celebrate that man for what he is. If this is his last year in the boxing space, listen, man, let's celebrate him for the fights he's given us. I'm not too impressed with the Lamont Roach fight, but I'm more so excited about March 1st at the end of that fight, him calling out somebody like he said he's going to do. And I'm waiting for that. And that right there is worth the $80, bro. I'm gonna pay the $80 just to get the announcement, man. Let's get it in, man.
Right. It got a solid undercard from what I understand.
100%
together. So look, that's where I'm at with it. Like I keep saying to the people that's asking for those fights, it's okay to want that because we fight fans. We supposed to want that. But that doesn't mean you got to disregard everything he's done up until this point because he hasn't given you exactly what you want. You're like, he ain't did nothing. That shit ain't easy winning at that level. And I think some of his energy is a result of just how difficult it is to maintain that position for as long as he had it. You can call it what you want, say what you want, keep hand picking this, opponents this.
Yeah.
Still going out there beating these guys, bro. He's still going out there beating them and getting it done. You've seen a lot of upsets in boxing, and he ain't let that shit happen to him. So, I mean, I think
we know who he is. Just we know who he is. We know he the truth. We know we know who he is, and that's why the pressure gets applied to him because we want to see it. We want to see it in the best. Look, even Calvin has said it, and I always say this because Calvin has said that as a trainer of Tank, who's known Tank ever since he's been a young kid, to getting Tank to where he is today, he still says it. I still want to see that fighter that does what, just pushes that button. He knows what that's gonna look like. He knows him as somebody who's been next to Tank wants to see it. What do you think we want? The people who haven't seen Tank be the best version of himself. As good as you think Tank is, ladies and gentlemen, Calvin Ford lets you know every time he gets a chance, you ain't even seen this brother yet. Doesn't that tickle your spirit a little bit? Don't that get you going a little bit to be like, what?
Right.
What are you talking about? We ain't seen this dude yet. Calvin's like, you ain't even seen him yet.
Hey, G, I'll do you one better. You could take the whip Tank off. Average man wouldn't even get in the ring. And you know that from personal experience. I know you know that. That's why it's so easy to dismiss what these guys do because we got accustomed to seeing it over and over. We forget that shit ain't easy. Like, fight this one. Well, you ain't did nothing. And this one is this. And
You won't get in there with him. You won't get in there and do that shit. You get what I'm saying? It's not easy to do what these dudes do at the high level. So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying he shouldn't fight the guys that y'all asking for. I'm saying he should. But me, as a real fight fan, I still appreciate what he's shown me. That's
100%.
It's simple. Because I love boxing. Yeah,
Talk
how mad am I going to be about some shit I really can't control? What I'm going to pull my hair out about who he fight? I don't care.
No, we just want to see him fight. But I think they misconstrue the pressure for hate, and they don't understand that it's celebration. They don't understand that what we saying is he nice like that. He really like that, and we want to see. It's just like I remember back in the day with wrestling. I always wanted to see Macho Man Randy Savage wrestle Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Like you just knew they were the mega powers. I don't want to go over y'all head. You know, I'm showing my age right now, but it's just to show you that it's just anticipation for an event that you know is going to be crazy. We know if Tank gets in the ring with Shakur Stevenson, bruh, get your popcorn. We know this.
Right.
We know this.
And I'm saying it. I don't see no scenario where we come out of there and we don't enjoy the fight.
Crazy.
You never seen a boring Tank fight. For those that think he feel like he going to win, you shouldn't worry about that because he ain't going to allow the fight to be boring, right? I just think the anticipation alone and just wanting to see how it's going to play out from round to round to be enough to get people through whatever action is going on, is or is not going on in the ring. There's no way we watch that fight and we bored, man.
You remember how you felt when Terrence fought Errol, when that fight actually got pinned out and you knew what was happening, the anticipation when that, I remember them walking out to, though I can remember the Eminem walking out Terrence and my heart was racing because I legitimately was like anxious about what's going to happen tonight, bro. It's here. We've been talking all this ish coming up to this fight about what Terrence will do, what Errol's going to do, and they about to be in the ring. It's about to be lit. You just felt it. You know what I mean? I think we're going to feel the same way about David Benavidez and David Morrell when they walk out to the ring. We all got our thoughts about what David Benavidez is going to do, his experience, David Morrell and his power. But when they finally get in the ring, man, that feeling can't be matched. When that fight is over, man, that's all we want to see is Tank in the ring with somebody that has us feeling like that, bro. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Shakur? Is it going to be Keyshawn? Is it going to be Tiafimo? Whoever it's going to be, when it happens, thank us later. As content creators, thank us later, bro. That's all I got to say.
Right. Shout out to Hilltop, man. I appreciate the love, homie. Said can't gloss over the fact that Top Rank has controlled the belts for years. When have they didn't have the in-house fights for those belts? True. I mean, I think a lot of promoters are inclined to make the in-house fights versus, you know, the risk of losing the belt to one of the competitors. So I think you see a lot of that, but you're right. That's why I say it's a real in-depth conversation to have. Is
did you see what GHB said?
Is
what Greg said?
Right.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
He's trying to hit the link. Greg trying to hit the link. He said it's not working. I don't know.
I got to pardon me. You got an iPhone? Because the iPhone people, my bad, John. It's the vertical line. I felt like, you know, I was just popping on early. I just did it this way. I don't know how Claymore did it. I never had to click the link from here.
Because I'm different, I'm different.
You got to tell them, Claymore. Tell the people how you got up
different.
Here,
that's why I'm different.
you gotta tell the people how you get out here, man. How you get up here.
It's different, bro. Special.
I don't know what you did.
Special.
You got the iPhone. I think you I think you gotta like manually enter it, man. I ain't trying to put y'all through too much. I think you gotta manually enter the StreamYard link and click it that way. My guy had told me that's how he got up here. Pardon me, y'all. I ain't know it was a headache for y'all to get up here.
Yo, GH. Yo, I think I'm going to be in the city on February 14th. I think I'm going to be in the city February 14th, GH. I think I'm going to be in Atlanta, man. Man, I got a good feeling, man. I got a good feeling you about to go viral, baby.
Tap that screen for your boy too, and
I got a feeling.
If y'all figure it out, come on up.
I got a feeling, GH, you about to go viral February 14th, bro. Call it a hunch. I think you about to go viral. It is what it is. It is what it is, ain't it? I have a feeling you about to go viral February 15th, right? Sorry, 15th. I apologize. February 15th, you about to go viral. I don't know, G. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna be in the city, baby. I think I'm gonna be in the city.
That's
It is
what
what it
good.
is.
That's what's good. He said, why wouldn't you be in Atlanta? Yeah, be there
Listen.
and be square. Man, I shout out to y'all for putting it on the line and really getting in the ring, man. I think that's dope on both ends, though. I think that's some real shit right there. I mean, y'all going past the content creating and to the ring. You know what I'm saying?
I got that feeling, man. He about to go Food Network on February 15th. He about to be sitting in front of the boxing community, like waiting for us to give the taste test. Like,
right. So
this is perfect.
In the oven. I had played y'all video when y'all was going back and forth. You know, you for the community, G. We gotta rock with you. But I like the Normans. I like the Normans too.
Oh yeah, he's repping for the content creators, man.
Right. But you holding it down for the content creators, man. It's just it's a unique space, man. We gotta rally behind
all behind you, G. You know all behind you, G.
From content to the ring, you know what I mean?
Body. Be with you, G.
You know what I'm saying? I think everybody gonna be tuned in for that.
Oh, for sure, man. I think that's hilarious, but at the same time, perfect timing. Like
yeah.
Shout out to G, man.
Yeah, because y'all put that together. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. I think at the end of the day, to see the content creation, get involved in the conversation like that, just like to see we have a representation. You know what I'm saying? We put out our finest. You know what I'm saying? GHB cutting up all these all these naysayers that want to hate on free speech.
Right.
G about to talk for all of us, bro.
Ty, what's going on? Peace. How you feeling? Y'all double tap that screen, man. If y'all have me, he's about to knock Brian Norman Sr. college.
Listen, he about to talk about his free speech. G, tell him free speech. Man. Don't you never cross another content creator. We pushing y'all whole narratives out here, man. Pushing the whole movement out here.
It all on the line.
It's it. No doubt. But man, so many things going on right now. Just I know what you was talking about. I jumped in here and just I like to mix it up with you and just build with you, bro. So
it's all good. You all good, bro. We was just building on the latest stuff that we seeing with Tank and how I just don't think none of that stuff is going to impact anything. And Tim Bradley was echoing the same sentiments. He was like, bro, he unlocked a new superpower. Man, y'all better be careful. You better watch out. Like, yeah, he looking a little zesty. But yeah, so he got you to click it with the zesty comment, but he spent more time, in my humble, honest opinion, of highlighting what's good about this dude and why that none of this other shit that we talking about is gonna matter or impact the fight, and that he just gonna put all that shit into Lamont Roach. And I feel like that's exactly what's gonna happen. Reign of peace, Queen. Reign of peace to the Queen. Reign. How you feeling? So
yeah, no. I feel you on that, man. I think people are focused on the wrong things. You know what I saw in that little that social media blast that he did with the working out, and I saw that he's still focused on the fight, and to see that he was walking around at 139.2 or whatever that number is, 0.6. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, you had it right. 39.2.
Okay. Yo, look, Tank is dead serious, and you know what that means?
For sure.
I'm sorry, Lamont. I listen, Lamont, man. I really was hoping that Tank would be a little distracted. You know what I mean? Because I thought
I tried to create the dialogue, like, is the outside stuff that the dude leaking the video, him smoking, people thinking that he's actively doing it now, so he could be facing suspension. You know, they fighting in New York. You know how that's going over there. Right. So it's drawing up something that he don't necessarily have to deal with before fights. Usually it'd be him and Floyd say something to each other. They go back and forth. And by the time the fight come, everything is good. He go get the knockout. They embrace everything good. They back to business, But this time you got somebody that was close to him, that they on the outs with him. And, he got his side of the story. I don't really care to get into because it ain't boxing shit. But I was just saying, in a nutshell, is all of that going to interfere with what he's doing? And I just don't think it is.
Nah, man. I think he's going to be. I think he might. Just, I'm going to tell you, I think he might be the best version of himself that we've ever seen, bro. I think we've seen somebody who's learned how to tune out the noise, man. And that is not good news for a person who's standing across the ring from him. This might be the most focused, most dangerous Gervonta Tank Davis we've seen. I'm sure we're going to get a super motivated Lamont Roach, you know what I mean, who understands the opportunity in front of him. But all the thoughts that Tank was going to come in half-stepping, that he's not paying attention, he's not focused on the prize, man, that little campaign, that little social media blast he just did for all of us to talk about right now today, told me the opposite, man.
That shit is intentional. That's why I'm like, while y'all be thinking y'all got a y'all one up in them with the jokes. Who account posted the picture? It didn't leak. That didn't leak, not that part of it. He left the comments on. You know you could turn comments off. You really don't want people talking to you. He don't care. He just gave people something to talk about, and they took it and ran with it. And as far as the outside stuff with his guy, his old assistant or whatever, I think if that stuff is really bothering him, that's bad for Lamont. Because you know,
let me ask you this,
he gonna treat it like Lamont calls whatever it is he going through. You know, Tank weird like that, right? He gonna treat it like shit happened because of Lamont. So shout out to him. I'm not counting him out. Hell of a fighter.
No, for sure, yeah. But
you just catching Tank at a very interesting time, and I think it could be either real good for you or real bad. And I'm choosing the real bad. I mean, shout out.
It just looked like it from the outside looking in. It looked like it's gonna be bad. I got a question though. Now I want them maybe for the chat too, and for the boxing sauce up in here right now. The boxing sauce.
The boxing sauce, my guy.
I called you the boxing sauce. My bad. Probably because I'm sipping on something. But listen, right? Too early for this. So Tank,
sure about that?
Let his hair out, put it in a ponytail, sat up on the chrome pillow, on the chrome whatever, a chrome hearts pillow, and said, "Take this picture, man. We about to go viral."
And on top of that, then he tagged him into, like, you know, threw out the proposal for a collab, man. He out here making plays. Y'all making it about his hair. Y'all missed the next post because y'all too stuck on the hair. I'll be trying not to go here because I don't want to think like I'm just like, but y'all really be missing it, bro. Y'all going for the wrong shit. This dude out here making collaborations in real time, and
like,
y'all out here talking about,
just get the camera, man. We about to go viral, bro. I'm about to let my head down, throw it in the ponytail. Just like, what you talking about right now, Tank? Yo, grab the camera, man.
Tank, grab the camera right now. Let me sit in this chair, man.
Exactly. My head to the side. Catch this angle right here. Catch this angle right here, real quick, bro. We about to go viral.
Get my good side while we at it, bro.
Right here, man.
Grab right now. I'm telling you, don't care.
Tank? What you doing?
He don't care, bro. Unbothered,
bro.
Unbothered, yo. And I'm telling you, that shit it's gonna be good news for him and bad for anybody that think he's slipping. But I think Lamont Roach putting in the right kind of work.
100%.
I think he's gonna do his best to give a good fight too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dante's Boxing Talk. He said, we doing all this nice talk. Could we have a Buster Douglas moment? Just got to ask the question. Nah, I was asking that the other day, but we didn't really get to build on it. But
and we ain't never got a box again. Well. Sure. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just.
Hey, yo, toast to Boxing International NYC, man. Man, I love the boxing space. We gonna listen, man. It's a movement, man. We changing it all up. We gotta build boxing back up, man. We've been tearing these boxes down long enough, man. And I want you guys to take that into consideration, man. And I'm talking about everybody, the Devin Haney fans, the Tank fans, the Jerron Boots Ennis fans, whoever you're a fan of, bro. we got to stop tearing down these fighters, man. We tore down American boxing, man, and put it where it is right now, man. We got to learn to celebrate, have a little bit more humor, and celebrate these fighters. You're going to be a fan of who you're a fan of, but let's embrace the love a little
enjoy
bit.
The sport, yo. That's been my message since I've been here. That's why I always say, let's build. They know it.
Man, it's kind of like the era that we're in, man. I mean, that, you know, it's a great statement that you made there, Brother Claymore, but it's more about the era that we're in because, you know, I've talked about that for a long time. You know, you have the fans of the fighters, but you don't necessarily have that many fans of the sport, right? So you could have, you know, a thing there where you could have a Tank fight and a lot of people will be interested in a Tank fight, right? But they won't be interested in a fight like, say, for example, for a Pro Box TV main event. You know what I'm talking about? Or, you know, something like for an undercard fight for what it was, Tim Tszyu versus Bakram Murtazalia, right? They had Indri Savage involved in a bout there that ended in a draw that had multiple knockdowns in the fight, but are like, you know, fans of fighters talking about that particular fight. You feel me?
Yes,
So it's more about, pushing the sport. And, I know you got, things there where we talk about the topics with the fighters and all that type of stuff. But you also, want to talk about the sport and the fights. Like for me, my assignment actually right now is to promote the fight card that's happening on February 1st.
Nice.
You got that David Benavidez versus David Morrell Jr. coming up in Las Vegas on February 1st. And I'm telling y'all, that's a fight. That's going to be a fight. You feel me?
100%.
So, at least on my end, you're going to see, more content in reference to that particular fight and that fight card. But that also, goes into getting more into the fighters and having, fans know more about these fighters and also about the sport. So that's the thing about it, is that, when you bring up that point, not many kind of like follow the sport to the extent of knowing more about those fighters, or as I push to go to the local fights.
Appreciate you, bro.
Or go to the amateur competitions. We had nationals last month. You know what I'm saying? And at least over here in this area, we had Asan Jenkins, that was, a highly rated fighter in the amateur ranks, around 132 pounds, but was able to make it to the semifinals there, but ended up losing. And then the guy that defeated him ended up losing to Salim Bey, who's, like one of the top rated fighters in the country out there in the Philadelphia area. So it's all about, talking about what's going on in the sport, and not just going, what's going on with specific fighters, but you got to break down multiple things here. That's why you got, guys like ZESTY. I mean, Claymore, you probably talk about it a lot, when you can, and with me.
Check out my channel, man. We talk about boxing too, man. We talk about it too.
For sure. So that's the thing. It's about pushing the sport. About pushing the sport at the end of the day.
Nah, man. I try to talk about, I'm trying to train myself a little bit better to actually spread it out a little bit more, because literally I talk about so much stuff at the same time. I don't really hang on to one topic too long. Boxing is man, this community, bro. I just want to help.
Boxing International, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Just want to help the community just evolve into like talking about boxing, bro. Like
enjoying this shit. We be too negative about it. It ain't unless you can get in there and do it. I'm not trying to hear you stand down no fighter. Unless you can show me that the reason you talking crazy like that is because you can get in there and actually do better. I'm not interested in how you talk boxing. Build this shit up. We got enough people tearing the sport down. You get a platform, and then you go in on the very same people that look like you. I hate that conversation, but it is what it is.
Just. And what do we hear like a whole bunch of times over the year, every single year? That quote, boxing is dead. Well, shoot, we got fans around here that's been trying to kill it.
You got people calling world champions.
They don't realize that the boxing source, they don't realize it. They caught up in the silliness of it all. And because as a community, we can take some ownership to the fact that we've embraced, this drill rapping music era of like destroying each other, cutting each other down, and at the same time the bystander, the innocent bystander in this situation is boxing.
It is
toxic energy up in here, and we've pulled away.
We get boxing to the top 10 and higher as a sport. We can't do
100%.
that. We talk this shit every day. I'm out here doing. I did a 5-hour and some change live the other day without no fighter being torn down. You show me people that's really doing that on the regular, bro. Like boxing need to be way higher than where it's at right now. I think it fell outside of the top 10. That shit is terrible, bro. All these creators, all these people, all this knowledge, and we just choose to use it to tear the sport down because you think you're not getting what you want. Well, it ain't never gonna give you everything of what you want. That's just the reality. But it's a lot of good shit going on if you just sit back and enjoy it, bro.
Floyd Mayweather.
Hello.
I used to remember how Floyd Mayweather used to operate. And he was notorious for building up his opponent.
Yeah.
He as soon as somebody would attack the opponent, he'd be like, "Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. He's a great opponent. He's skilled. He's one of those guys. And don't do that because you ain't gonna take away from my victory. You're not gonna take away from what I'm about to do in this ring and turn this into it was a one-sided affair or it was a mismatch. No, We got to learn that that's how we build fights up. We build fights up by making the fighter or standing across from your favorite fighter a legitimate opponent, a legitimate test, a legitimate statement. You know what I'm saying? A statement to how good your fighter is. When my fighter beats that fighter, he's ill because that fighter was ill and he beat an ill fighter. That's what makes him ill. Not he's not worthy of being in the ring with him. Not that he's not as skilled as him, that he's a hype job and he's about to be exposed. That's not what's building up the value of the fight. The value of the fight is in the competitive nature of the fight.
Right.
Wait. Oh, no, Claymore. Listen, my thing is this. Let me tell you something. You see, Marcos Maidana, you know what? He's a hell of a fighter.
Hell of a fighter.
I knew where he was going with it.
I heard the Mayweather already early when he started. Go ahead. My bad.
I'm gonna step in the ring. I'm gonna do what it do. You know, I'm gonna prove to y'all that I'm TBE.
That's how it used to be, bro. Floor, I'm telling you, they gotta take a little page. They be trying to take the wrong page out of this book. Take that one. Build your opponent up.
Man, he
was
notorious
for that guy when you beat him.
Yeah, notorious, bro. Hell of a fighter.
Got to. Shout out to the boxing.
You gotta start learning to do that.
Impersonation, man. Shout out to boxing hacker, man. Much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, somebody said something, Claymore. Oh, here it is. Tay said, "What made you change your mind, Claymore?" I never changed my mind, man. I've always been this way, and you know, it is what it is, right? But I've always pushed for the best to fight the best. But people always took it as me trying to get your favorite fighter beat up, right? That's how they look at it. As soon as I say I want to see Tank in the ring with Shakur, what do they say to me? Just you just want to see Tank lose, and I always thought that was weird and just pause worthy. And
you
just
in that number one is, you know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. I want to see Tank be great, bro. I know how nice he is. If I thought he was trash, I wouldn't want to see him in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him push to the limit and show the world it is what it is, bro. Right? We can't. I'm not going to sit here making this a whole defend my stance point, but just to say that
screen, man.
It's always been that, Tay. I've never changed my mind. I only push for Tank to fight the best because I know he's worthy of it. Because I know he's that caliber of a fighter. And I know us as boxing fans, what we're going to see if we see him in the ring with the best, with the guy who has, even if you're a big fan of Tank, you think he can't lose, put the guy who has the best chance at beating him in the ring with him. How about that? Even though he can't lose in your eyes, the guy who has the best opportunity of potentially through an act of God defeating him, put him in the ring with him and let him show you. Let him show you, bro, something that he's never been able to show you because he's not in the ring with that guy yet. He hasn't gotten in the ring with that guy yet. He hasn't done it. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you're missing out. You're cheating yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. You're cheating yourself out of an opportunity to seeing your fighter show and prove to the world what you already know and showing you things. By the end of that fight, you'll realize I would have never seen this version of Tank if he ain't getting in the ring with this dude. I promise you, the night Tank gets in the ring with Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez, and yes, even Devin Haney. That night, at the end of that fight, you're going to see that Tank is even better than you thought he was. He's even better than you thought he was. But you'll never see it if he doesn't have the correct test in front of him. And that's what I've always pushed for.
That right opponent, yeah. And the thing about it is, you know, I've been a part of the podcast, and Just knows about it there with the Rise podcast, man. You know, you have the coaches there, Coach Kenny Ellis and Coach Calvin Ford. And Coach Calvin Ford has said like many times over that folks haven't seen the best of Tank. And, you know, to your point, when it comes to Tank Davis and, you know, the opponents that he's had up to this particular point, it's like you haven't necessarily seen what his next element is because he's that much better than those opponents. So you have to suggest those Shakur Stevensons, those potentially Devin Haney's, the Teofimo Lopez's, that type of stuff, in order for the people to say, hey, okay, now he's proven that he is the better than all of these guys because he's actually in the ring against these guys, right? So, like, for example, there with Shakur Stevenson, right? Like, he was coming up at 126 and 130, but you had a couple of guys that are out there that were standing as the top fighters in the division, particularly at like 130 pounds, right? So what did he do? He went up there against Jamel Herring and washed him, right? and then he went up there against Oscar Valdez, who was chasing from 126, and improved that he was levels better than Oscar Valdez was.
P. Hunter.
So now here with Tank, it's like, okay, yeah, you get dudes.
Yo, Just don't take that down, man. Leave that up. Leave that up.
You have that them fights at 130, 135, and 140 going up to fight Mario Barrios, right? But we have these guys here that are saying, like, hey, we see them and we see that they're part of the elite in their respective divisions. So, Tank, you should be able to say, hey, I could go up against these guys and watch them, right? That's what the fans' perspective is. So that's why, you know, at some point, maybe it's later this year in 2025. I hope it's not 2026, that maybe we do get that fight with Shakur Stevenson. Now, me being a guy that's part of the media, I'm not all too sure that fight happens, because
you don't want to hear that, the boxing source.
I know.
Damn all that. We need you to speak life. Speak life into this, brother.
Wait, I gotta be like
Deontay. Life and death.
I gotta be like Deontay Wilder. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. All right.
Say it 3 times, brother. Say it 3 times. Listen, P.
That
Hunter
fight's already scheduled. So
P. Hunter. I want to
my guy too, P. Hunter.
And I want to give you some perspective on what you just said. P. Hunter, well, can you put that back up? Just
where we at? Let me see. There we go. So versus Pedraza, Santa Cruz, and Barrios, Tank didn't show something. Y'all really think Shakur, Haney, T are much better than those dudes?
Okay.
I actually do think that crop is better than that crop, but that don't take away from how good the wins were when Tank got him. He was an underdog against Pedraza, so that had to show people something. They thought he wasn't even ready for the fight. He put Santa Cruz in the shadow realm.
Calvin said after all those fights happened, Calvin Ford, the closest guy you have to Tank Davis after those fights, said, you still ain't seen Tank yet. I want you guys to put this in perspective and try to process
just like that.
Digest this. Digest this, because you're clearly amazed by what you saw against Pedraza. You feel impressed by what you saw against Santa Cruz. Against Barrios, who thought it can't get no better. But here goes the closest man to Tank Davis letting you know you still ain't seen it yet. Ain't you a little curious what the hell that man's talking about?
What he talking about, right?
What in the hell is he talking about? You just listed a bunch of fighters and you feel like you've seen it all. And here goes the man closest to him letting you know, no, you
ain't seen it all yet.
You just haven't.
So shout out to my guy, Pete. That was a great question, man. That's what the detractors
I see what Brother Hunter is saying here, but I brought up the example there with Shakur Stevenson, right? And what he was able to do, right? Devin Haney, we know what Devin Haney's done. Undisputed champion, right? Was able to defeat Vasily Lomachenko, right? Go up to 140, get the WBC belt at 140, right? Teofimo Lopez defeated Lomachenko, was able to defeat Josh Taylor. Like those moments had them be considered among pound for pound top 10. Like people actually considered those 3 fighters to be pound for pound top 10. You couldn't really say that with those other fighters that were mentioned there, the Barrioses, the Santa Cruzes, the Pedrazas. You couldn't say that. So that's the thing there where like Haney, Teofimo, and Shakur like separate themselves from those other 3.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
My guy, Senior, he said Truck did an interview saying the same thing. You haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, you got people close to him saying it that came up with him.
Shout out to Senior.
And I do have an interest in like seeing what it is that they're talking about. But I think in order for us to see that, it's going to take for everybody to be satisfied, because the people that's asking for them fights, it's going to take them fights for us, I think, to see what it is that we waiting to see. Because anything less than that,
yo, Dre, what up? What up, Dre?
Right? You just need to see that next, you know what I mean? That next tier of talent. So let's see it, man. I think he still got time to make fights. I ain't taking nothing off the table.
Just give us one, Tank. Just give us one. You ain't got to give us all of them. Just give us one. And you know what? Here's the reality.
Man, you just give it.
When you're done with it, you're right. There's going to be a bunch of us that still ain't satisfied. But Tank, some of us will, bro. Some of us will, bro. Don't worry about the guys that ain't going to be satisfied. If you fight Shakur, take my word for it, I'm done, bro.
Hey, I got something.
I'm done.
What up?
I'm done.
Right.
I don't know about everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else, but me, I'm done, bro.
I'm with you. Give me one of them, and I just want to see it like that because this is what it is, bro. You ain't gonna convince me that he's scared of these dudes, though.
No,
that's not
what it is.
Not buying that shit.
Yeah, no way.
Okay, now I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because Wesley, the 4-division champion, unified champion at 126 and 130 when Tank fought him. You know, as he was giving Tank everything he can handle until he messed around and decided to repeat himself and throw the same punch 3 times in a row. Yeah, the first time he got away with it. The second time, Tank realized what was going on. And the third time, it was too late. It was the shadow realm. The man was asleep for like 6 minutes, sitting and laying in the corner while they tried to revive him. That showed me something. I ain't going to say that was enough to say that Tank went in his bag, but that shows Tank is who he is.
It does show it, Dre, but if Calvin Ford was on this panel right now, Dre, I just want to be honest with you, right? And Calvin said to you, Dre, I hear you, brother. That was an amazing moment. But I'm telling you, I've seen something you ain't seen yet. And you ain't seen Tank yet. There's not a part of you that's like, what?
I get it.
What are you talking about?
I also
what do you mean?
I also remember Bob Arum saying, Gervonta Davis? Why would I make a fight with one of my champions with Gervonta Davis?
Big facts.
Bob Arum, that shit you got to know right from the rip.
The eye test don't lie. The eye test don't lie to somebody like Bob. Yeah.
Look, Dre. Look, Tank Davis. I'm not putting my guys against Tank Davis. What the
crazy? And you know, in the boxing stores, you know what a dude like me saying?
Bro, be spazzing.
A dude like me going, and what Tank
he beat Shakur.
Like, I can't help it, bro. The curiosity is destroying me. It's killing me. I want to see it. You're telling me I don't need to see it, Dre, but I'm like, I can't sleep at night because all I want to do is see it. All I want to do is see it.
Shout out to Boxing Hacker, man. He said,
but you know what's crazy though? Even with what Bob Arum said.
When they all meet in the ring, they will bring the best of each other. There will only be one. Yeah, I agree with that, man. I think the best.
Know the excitement as a boxing
Demetrius
fan.
Andrade had an interesting comment, Boxing Hacker, about Devin Haney, man. He started off with a shocker how he thought Devin Haney was going to turn out to as opposed to what he feel like he is now. Man, he thought he was going to be I got the clip too. You know I'm the clip king. I'm going to get to it in a second.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Whoa. No,
look, man, it's like a drug addict getting told not to take the best drugs in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you telling him, listen to me, and he can't help it. He's a drug addict, bro. He's a drug addict. You telling him there's a drug out there that's gonna make him higher than he's ever been in his life.
Right. I don't think nobody
bro. He's gonna die.
Over a weight class and fight a guy at 140 listed at 6 foot undefeated, and he was beating shit up. Is scared to lose. I think that was a fight where he definitely could have lost. Again, that's what I come to realize, man. It's okay to ask for what you want to see. We all in agreement to that. But I think it's something about him that people are missing because it's not exactly what you want to see. You seen anybody else beat Barrios up that way? Break him down, stop him. Anybody else? This is an undefeated version of him. He moved up to 47.
Abel almost did it. Abel Ramos almost did it, Just. He almost gave it.
Almost
came close, but a much bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? Much bigger guy. Pink is a little ass dude, and he broke Barrios all the way down to the point where people was like, you know what? He was drained. He was drained. I wasn't a real 40-pounder. Y'all start saying stupid shit. Come on,
that man. Goes back into what you were saying.
Nobody beat that man like that since. That's saying something. He a little guy. My daughter taller than him. I keep saying that's a little man, yo.
That's crazy, man.
Not your daughter. Like the weigh-in. He had to look up at him.
That goes back to what you
man. Beating a guy where you an underdog and people think that you ain't ready. You go out there.
Just,
I know how long
Calvin ago it was. Calvin said that was cute, bro. He said that was cute.
I'll go a step further. More recent.
He said it was cute, bro. He's saying what you
Right.
saw him do to Mario Barrios was adorable. He said that was adorable. You
see
understand what I'm saying?
Ryan?
He said that was adorable, bro. You're sitting here with your mind blown, like, did you see this? And he's like, I saw the same thing you saw. It was cute. I'm telling you, you ain't seen Tank yet.
You seen it with Ryan, right? Right, y'all people disrespecting him. He's fighting this. Then you seen him fight Devin. Then the shit changed, right? We don't rate fighters accordingly, accurately at all.
That's
people
a great
call
example.
Ryan trash.
Just, that's a great example.
Like, so is he still trash? Because you was looking at this dude as one of the best fighters in the world, and I still think he is, especially if he able to return to who he is and what he do. You get what I'm saying? I just don't think. I think y'all missing it with him. Y'all missing it. Keep saying he ain't did nothing. He's scared to lose. You don't fight 30 times in as many as 4 weight classes being scared, bro. That shit just shouldn't.
That's ridiculous. He's not
saying
scared,
that's the difference between fans and fighters, bro. They don't
100%.
talk like that. They scared. Like, hell, what?
But that goes back into the whole thing with the negative talk. You was talking about just do. Like, everybody wants to. A lot of people want to point to the negative instead of the positive when it comes to this. You brought up a couple of examples right there. It's like you talk about Tank's win over Barrios. Oh my God. You know, Barrios was weight trained and all that type of stuff. Look at what Barrios is doing up to that point, fighting Abel Ramos. He's the WBC welterweight champion right now. You know what I'm saying? And the joint with like Ryan Garcia too. It's like, oh, you want to slam down what Ryan Garcia or whatever it is, but he was able to have the performance against Devin Haney regardless of.
I get it. They're gonna keep saying Oscarine, but they fought 12 rounds, bro.
Right?
That shit ain't all. Wasn't 100% drugs. I get it.
But it still goes into the whole thing as far as like focusing on the negative instead of the positive when it comes to the fighters. And that's a big thing that's hurting the sport. But to Big Dre's point when he was talking about the thing with Top Rank, right? It's interesting that Bob Arum made that comment because, we had an example of that last year when Lomachenko said that, hey, you know what, I'm taking a break here from boxing and all that type of stuff there as the IBF champion. But what we have now is a young fighter that is about to fight for the WBO title on February 14th that has said multiple times that he wants to fight Tank Davis. And that is Brother Keyshawn, right? And with Ryan Garcia, you brought up Ryan Garcia, right? When he wanted to fight Tank Davis, Oscar said no. But what did he do? He said, hey, I'm not doing anything unless I fight Tank Davis. Now, let's see if Keyshawn winning the WBO title, let's see if he's going to push for that Tank fight.
Right.
Ryan put out the blueprint. When Ryan said, I want to fight Tank, he did everything humanly possible to get that fight. He went around Oscar. He, he hired a separate lawyer. He did everything he possibly could so that he could get in the ring with Tank Davis. And I think that was what it is. Now, getting back to something we talked about earlier that when I was trying to get up on this panel, because on with the vertical thing on iPhone, man, you got to jump through some hoops.
You got to copy it to your clipboard or something like that, right? Copy it. Copy the link.
Yeah, you got to go through Safari in order to.
Yeah, I know most of y'all bougie as hell with iPhones. You better go ahead and figure it out. Click and paste that link or something, man. I see you, Carl Brown. You can get up here if you could figure it out, man. But I'll switch it back the next one, so we'll be back.
What I did was I typed in StreamYard. I opened StreamYard. I typed in StreamYard.com, and then I typed in the link number. Yeah. So that's what I had to do because I wanted to get this out there. I will mention about talking about bringing boxing back to the forefront, and it's great that we talk about all of these headline producing fighters. But I'm a fan of the sport. I like going to local fights. I like talking to and about the guys who will never. I mean, they hold these obscure belts in these, these regional fights, and they will never make national headlines. I'd like to get them some shine. I went to a fight a couple of months ago right here in DC, the Brawl in the Hall. You know, we advertised it on all of the JBT channels. We got another one coming up in May that I'm going to talk to the promoter and see if we can't get some shine out for those people, because in talking to the promoter, it's like, you know, everybody, these fighters want to come, they want to show off, they want to do what they got to do, they want to show their wares. But then, you know, it's hard for the promoter to make money because she got to give away, this fighter needs 20 tickets and that fighter needs 20 tickets. And, you know, when you look around, you've given away 200 tickets in a 1,000-seat stadium. And after you pay everybody, you know, you make chump change. So people out there to get some shine so that they can be in some of the larger auditoriums to get some more paid attendance, to get these fighters some shine where they don't get it. You know, and I think YouTube is a great way to do that, because all you content creators know, you got people watching from, you know, all over the country. You got people watching from all over the world. I mean, we talked to people from Australia. I've had heard a guy from the Philippines on somebody's channel, you know. So a guy from Vietnam on somebody's channel.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's
you
dope.
know, so he clicked the link.
Support the local boxing is what Big Dre telling you.
Hey,
man.
Dre is on point. Dre is on point.
It's boxing, man, and that is going to be my tagline, because you know, I want to get out here and talk to these guys and get them some shine and put them in the national spotlight, and maybe, you know, some of the bigger promoters will see some of it. You know, maybe some of the larger local promoters will see it. They get a little bit bigger audience, you know.
Right.
Yeah, like you were talking about, Dre, you're being in the DC area. You talk about fights that are under Davis Boxing Promotions or Jeter Promotions, right? Or you know, No Excuse Boxing, when they had the thing with Pro Box TV with Lamont Rose Jr. headliner. Like, you have
interviewed the brother, right?
Happening.
Yeah, I talked to
that
brother.
people go
Actually,
and
I talked to both Lamont and his brother.
Boxing Source, you interview Jordan Roach, right?
Yeah.
You did. I did see it. Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm gonna see if I go back out there, because he got, you know, another fight coming up on Pro Box TV, and along with Ben Johnson, they're gonna be on Pro Box TV. So we, you know, gotta continue to, you know, promote those guys. I've talked with, like, if you're Dre, if you're familiar with Francois Scarborough Jr. He's had a number of fights here and a following here in the DC area too. So as long as we, you know, keep following up with these fighters, they're, you know, while they're on their way up, then that could, you know, help them along the way, and also have these fans be able to see what's going on with these fighters while they're, like, you know, like I said, 2-0, 3-0, 5-0, that type of stuff.
Right.
I mean, you know, you got some fighters that are 13 and 14, 15 fights in, who, you know, ain't had a sniff of anything national. You know, they still fighting on local cards and, you know, earning what they earn. But they can't even get on the undercard of a big fight. You know, so to get them some shine, you know, if we promote it and we really be about what we talk about, the live, the local, the young guys, the guys with 2 or 3 fights, the guy who's got 19 fights in, he just won a regional belt, and he just happy as
I interviewed a couple guys that, you know, ain't even had fights, that amateur still. And one of them, I interviewed Keith as an amateur. Now he pro. Jalil Reddick is another one. He had just one fight. So I'm with building with the fighters, man. Because
I got what is it? One thing coming up, right? 2300 Arena, supposed to be January 18th. You talk about another local fighter in the DC area. Greg Sharpshooter Outlaw is going to be on that fight card on 2300 Arena on January 18th. So
Right.
Yeah, those are the things that we got to bring up.
Not too long ago.
Right.
Right. I think I talked to him up at Live Casino on the Jeter promotion card.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You know, that's one of the things I got to do. I got to start recording some of these conversations that I have.
Yeah, for sure. And put them on wax. Hell yeah.
Put them on like Just Do, like on Claymore Rain, or you know, all of the channels where I drop in and give my misguided opinion sometimes.
No, listen, man. We're creatures of habits. This is important for us to understand that as human beings, we're creatures of habits. What we do most of the time is what we normally do all of the time, and that's profound because we have to get in the habit of building this sport up, and we have to have some understanding of what that looks like. What does that look like? And it's okay to hold the fighter accountable, right? Absolutely. But the celebration of the competitive nature of this sport needs more light, guys. We as content creators need to get more into that, bro, because you're looking at the result of toxic culture in the boxing space, and the result is, you know, Turkey. I mean, I celebrate Turkey because he's really giving me, as a boxing fan, he's giving me the fights that I want.
Yeah, Eddie as a promoter, he got a lot of respect for Turkey.
100%.
I always try to hear it from everybody. I hear the fans. I just feel like the people don't like his approach, so they still watching him with an eye. And I get it. I'm listening to the promoters. Well, you hear Eddie Hearn vouching, right? I hear the fighters. I've asked fighters personally about what they think about Turkey. They like him too. So you get. I try to take.
Oh yeah, the fighters definitely love Turkey, right? But us as fans, we feel like we're losing our grip. We're losing our grip.
But the guys that's working with him, they like what he's doing. So I'm trying to understand. Like, it maybe we just don't understand what he's doing for these fighters, because
we're not understanding. Just
the fighters would call him out on it. They'd be like, "Yo, this dude ain't good for boxing. Yo, I work with him, and this 100%. Was my experience." Or, you know, from the outside looking in, it looked like he doing X, Y, Z, and I ain't feeling it. Nah, I just had Keith up here, and I asked him about Turkey. He liked what he doing. So,
yeah, I think what we're not understanding is that the reason that these people exist in the space the way that they do is because they're filling in holes that we've left, right? They're filling in holes and needs that we haven't fulfilled, and we haven't fulfilled that because the people who are in power, who had the responsibility of providing what Turkey provides us, who had the responsibility of giving us what Eddie Hearn is trying to give us, didn't do that, right? So we slipped up as fans in boxing by not realistically holding accountable the powers that be. We didn't hold them accountable, and we let it go too far. And therefore, Eddie Hearns is filling in the space that's needed to be filled in. Turkish Al-Sheikh is filling in the space that we needed as a boxing community to be filled in. He's giving us the best fighting the best, but our promoters that we celebrated, the leaders in our communities that led the march in putting these fights together, fell short. They fell short, and we didn't hold them accountable. So what we have to do, and boxing fans fell short as well and didn't hold them accountable, and therefore we have what you guys call an issue. But we as boxing fans, as boxing fans who just want to see the best fight, the best, see as a solution. But if we want it to change, we have to. I think some of what you're saying is the
promoters are the reason Turkish Al-Sheikh kind of exists. They kind of
and us and the fans and the fans.
You leave a door open for a guy like that when you repeatedly not give people what they should get.
When you don't say,
I'm not saying he's solving all the problems.
Happen. When you don't say Oscar, make this fight happen. Right? When you say Bob, make this fight happen. When you don't say those things, when you don't come as a community and push back at a fight that you didn't ask for, and push back and say, this is the fight that we're asking for, and you make them think that it's okay to give that to us, and you pay your money, and you don't push back, it leaves an opening for Turkish Al-Sheikh to be like, all I got to do is give these guys what they want to see, and we're going to take it.
I think definitely no savior to boxing. I don't look at him like that. I think that'd be kind of shitting on everybody that's been here way before, right? But I do see that they left opportunity, right? Those missteps. When you got a promoter like Bob Arum snapping about making a fight with who people call one of the faces of boxing, that shit should never happen. You spazzing on the near, like just say you're not interested, but to snap on it like it's a bad idea is that shit leave room for a Turkish Al-Sheikh to come in and say, oh, what fight they was talking about? Oh, Tank Davis, Shakur Steve. Oh, I'll do it.
Tell him I got the bag.
I'm not saying he's nobody's savior, but they left the opportunity wide open for a guy like that to kind of claim a stake in boxing or to have a stake in boxing.
It's a good point there that you made, Claymore, from a fan's perspective, is in reference to, you know, that door being open, so to speak. And for Turkish Al-Sheikh to, you know, come in and be a financier for a lot of the fights that have happened over the course of what I would say about 14 months. He's been in the game since that Tyson Fury Francis Ngannou fight, right? And you would expect that from a Bob Arum. You would expect that from an Oscar De La Hoya. You would expect that from, you know, the fighters that are under Al Heyman. But for some reason, they have not been able to make the fights happen on one side. And on the other side, like you said, as fans, you know, sometimes you're not necessarily doing enough to demand those particular fights, right? So I kind of see that perspective where the situation in the United States has basically opened the door for Turkish Al-Sheikh to come in and make these fights, and that they end up having them over in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. You only had that one event in Los Angeles, and that was it. Everything else has been in Saudi Arabia. So that kind of like opens the door for someone like a Turkey to do that. But I feel like, well, for me, it's a lot more, you know, behind that. I just can't get into that right now.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I just want to be clear, man. I think Clay, I don't think Clay has an issue with Turkey. For me, I'm always coming from.
No, I love Turkey, bro. I think he's a blessing.
Like I said, I hear from the chat. I see how y'all feel. I hear the other content.
I don't got no problem with Turkey.
But you know, I speak to the fighters, and I kind of level. If the fighter is saying they think something positive about him, I gotta take heed to it to a degree, because they're the guys that's gonna have to work with him. But what I don't, just listening and observing comments in the chat, I think they don't like people, that notion that he's the savior to boxing. And I agree. I think that's overpraising him at this point. I think that's too much. You know what I'm saying?
But just right. If the promoters here stateside aren't going to take the wheel, and they're not going to make this a priority, then he is a savior for boxing. Because as a boxing fan, we have our motives and our reason for being in the space. We don't have the same motives as the boxers. We don't have the same motives as the promoters. The promoters are trying to make as much money as they can. The boxers are trying to make the money they can without it being as hard, you know, preserve their health, preserve their longevity. But we as fans, no matter who you're a fan of in boxing, whether it's Javante, Devin, Terrence, Canelo, Teofimo, however it works out for you, whatever you decide to be a fan of, you're here for the same thing. We just arguing over something that's redundant, because the reality is we're here for entertainment, and the entertainment is in the best fighting the best. That's our problem. And Turkey brings a solution to that problem. And what the promoters in the space in the present time aren't understanding is that their money is lined up with what we want. They don't understand that, or do they? And they've understand that they've been able to fool us into thinking that what they're giving us is actually what we want. So we have to all play our positions in this whole entire circle of life. Shout out to the Lion King, right? The circle of life. We all have to play our position. We have to take on our roles and do what we're supposed to do. Our job is to demand the fights. The promoter's jobs is to make the fights, and the fighter's job is to fight the fights. If we all play our position, we win.
Now, to your point,
maybe I can't call them that, because I ain't feel like boxing needs saving, but it just need more people that is going to put boxing first. And I think it's very early, so the jury's still out on this dude. I hear what he talking about doing. I hear some of the fights he talking about, and it seemed like they fall in line with a guy that just want to pay these guys for the fights that he want to see, or we want to see, right? There's no issue there. It's so early. Just let this shit happen, right? I'm hearing that they they focusing on doing only cards in Saudi. That don't really make me excited because I ain't going over there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still not against him trying to be a solution or fill in those gaps. You know what I mean? That, you know, where the entertainment is missing out in boxing. I get what he's trying to do. And
I'm saying we're not looking for him to do that, but somebody need to do
what's
it.
going on?
Yeah,
let me hop up real quick and state my opinion. I've been listening to y'all brothers for about a half hour.
Salute, Rich. Okay, go ahead, family.
Yeah, everybody cooking, making some great points. Claymore, I'm most in line with you though. I wouldn't you know, maybe the savior title, that's a lot of extra,
Well, that's an extreme
a lot of
word.
connotation. I know. No,
sure.
but I understand your point. That's what I'm getting to, because and I know it's your homie Just Do, but Knockout was talking about how could American fighting fans support what Turkey doing over at Al Heyman. I'm like, it's plain and simple. We getting the fights we want more. We getting the fights we want more with Turkey. So of course we're gonna be inclined in that direction. If you just a fan of boxing, I understand all the, you know, boxing is has a lot of race lurking in the background, always present. So I understand his point with that. But no, I'm gonna go with who's giving us the actual fights that we want, those high profile fights. We waited damn near 25 years to have an undisputed heavyweight champ, and Turkey brought that to us. So I gotta shout him out. I would be stupid not to. Like Just was saying, I wish he would do a little more activity over here in America. I don't think that LA was the best choice for his first foray, you know, into American boxing on American soil, but it is what it is. Hopefully he can get a Vegas venue lined up, even do it in New York or some other places, Texas. That would be big. Another thing y'all was speaking on. Let me land right here, and then we can go back and forth. It's all good. Just another point I wanted to you know, state my opinion on. And y'all said it, but for the fans, and it can be on either side, but for the fans in the chat that don't get it, first of all, it ain't that much work, even if the link ain't clickable, to just, you know, write it down real quick, or however you do it, take a picture with your phone and type that in. So it ain't no excuse if you really want to get up here. But more to the point, hold on,
figured it out.
more to the point. It's very true that when a fighter steps it up, like, I'm not a big Tank fan, right? But I respect what he does in the ring. I just want to see him challenge himself more. But like you said it perfectly, in that example with Barrio, I think it was you, Just Do. They go out of their way to discredit the opponent now instead of giving the fighter who won props. They did it with Spence and Bud. They did it. I even seen it with Fury and Wilder. All of a sudden, the fighter lose. Oh, he wasn't shit in the first place. Instead of saying, "Damn, the other fighter rose up to the challenge. That was a great fight." It's like that third Fury Wilder fight. We can't just say that's a classic and that they both brought their A game and maybe not been the same since. We got to just say, oh, Wilder was always a one-trick pony. He never had no skill. Man, I'm gonna land right there for right now.
All good. Shout out to CJ. CJ Carr was good.
Yo, I want to say salute to all y'all, man. For real, it took me a minute to get up here. I ain't even, and thanks to Todd in the chat. For real, I was like, how I'm doing? I'm like, yo, what they talking about? I'm like, I'm pushing on it. I cut my phone off, cut my phone back on. I'm like, what the? I'm like, yo, is my phone crashing? I'm like, what's going on? And then Tuesday's like, you gotta type it, and then Tyler like, you gotta type it. I'm like, I'm typing it. I'm like, oh, I get it. I gotta hold it down, and then it said open.
Old school, my brother.
But yeah, look, I want to say something about the Turkey Al-Sheikh. I ain't even mad at Turkey. I ain't mad at Turkey. I'm mad at the people that's going around saying that Turkey saved boxing, Turkey giving y'all all the fights that y'all wanted. My question is to that is like, what fights did Turkey give you that you actually asked for? Did he put some good fights on? Yeah. But he did not. Every fight that I hear boxing fans asking for, Turkey haven't gave it to us yet. Did he put some good fights on? Yes, he did. And another thing, why everybody and I don't gangbang for and y'all know this. For real, Just Do y'all know this. Okay. I like that Al Heyman and them still is at their original state, which is the United States. If they all want to go over there, that gives Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn said it himself. Al Heyman got a nice stable of fighters. Now Al Heyman can take advantage of this, back to the square board, and start putting fights on. That's all we asking for too as fans, I think. But some people just genuinely just don't like Al Heyman and whoever come along with Al Heyman. I've been hearing for years people saying Al Heyman and PBC going broke. I'll be like, wake me up when they broke then. Because I didn't see him go broke yet. And every fighter that's on PBC that I don't hear people talk about, they always say they happy over there.
Yeah.
They always say I ain't bouncing. They never said.
Listen
they
to
never
the fighter,
say that.
not the people,
Right.
not the fans or the detractors. Listen to the fight, the people that have to do dealings with these individuals. Right.
I like working with Al Heyman. Al Heyman. I like working with Al Heyman. That's what Canelo said.
and then people take credit because every time a fighter wins and they say thank Al Heyman. My thing is, I'm gonna land mine real fast. I do have a lot to say on this though. But another thing that I'll be having on this, not only is the fighter saying that they happy over there on PBC, the fighter showing that they happy, they got an opportunity to leave and go whatever they want because 1 minute Al Heyman is the advisor. Just an advisor. This is what people say. He's just an advisor.
Right.
So if he's just an advisor, Earl said a long time ago, I'm riding this out with Al until the wheels fall off. That means Al was putting in money in his pocket back then. And Earl, right now, believe it or not, when Earl come back, where the boxing world gonna be at?
Right there.
You get what I'm saying? So Earl, we automatically say Earl going to do big numbers no matter who he come back and fight. Because we all waiting for him. And like I said, Devin Haney need to take advantage of this because this is probably his only shot to whoever he fight, but he got to pick somebody credible. At least somebody credible. Even like a Michelle Vareva. That somebody got to be credible, and I guarantee you this will be the highest view Devin ever get unless he take this moment and then capitalize on it and then go up from there. You get what I'm saying? But this right here, this whatever, especially if Devin take just a good name. It don't even got to be no threat. Just a good name. And I hear a lot of people talk about Devin just like this in a good way. But then you got people saying like they hating on Devin. No, sometimes it's just opinions. Just like everybody be having so many opinions on the fighter that they least like. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. But I do got a lot to say, man.
Hey, all right. So to what Claymore was saying and what you were saying there, Carl, in reference to Turkish Al-Sheikh, right? The thing with Turkey is,
my guy.
With Turkey is
all love, family.
There was some talk about, oh, maybe Turkey is the face of boxing for what he's been doing, right? But no, that's not the case. So I'm gonna, try to be a little bit honest on this, right?
Talk to me.
Turkish Al-Sheikh is basically a safety net for a number of these promoters, in a sense, because what he's doing is he's basically financing this stuff for these fights to happen so the promoters won't do it, right? So when you think about all of these fights that have been happening under Riyadh season, okay, yeah, they have Turkish Al-Sheikh's name on it, but they're going to have the Eddie Hearns, they're going to have the Frank Warrens, they're going to have the Oscar De La Hoyas, they're going to have the what is it? Maybe somebody else, right? But at the end of the day, Turkish Al-Sheikh is the one that's putting up the money for the promotion, putting up the money to book the venues, putting up the money to finance the fighters, so the promoters don't have to do it. They don't have to put in any upfront money for these fights to happen. That's what they've been looking for, because all of these years they've been losing money and losing money and losing money because they were putting these fights up. But now you got somebody that's saying, hey, we'll give you the money to, have these fights, whether it's fights that fight fans want to see or not, but he'll put up the money. So yeah, we could get a Usyk versus Fury twice. Yeah, we could get a Beterbiev Bivol, you know what I'm saying, that's about to happen twice, right? And yeah, those are like undisputed title fights, but guess what? All those years that they've been champions, you never had them be undisputed. Why? Because were the fans really interested in those fights? Not really. Not really. So when you talk about what's happening in LA, the whole thing with the heavyweight division that's going on under Riyadh season, all these other fights that are happening and are about to happen on February 22nd. Are these, as you say there, Claymore, are these really the fights that fans want to see? Not really. They're really good fights on paper, but are they what we really want to see? No, not necessarily. So you can't kind of say that Turkey Al-Sheikh is the savior of boxing if he's not giving the fights that the fans really want to see.
Can I respond to that?
All right, go ahead.
Sounds was good. Definitely, man. Definitely. Feel free. Real quick before you do though. Akello, shout out to my brother, man. He said 5 on the week. Respect to my homie KV, got me slacking at work. I appreciate you, man. Don't work too hard on him, man. Appreciate the support. My guy Kello, we give him his just due, and Claymore.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
But.
I agree, right? I would say that all the fights that we want to see, we haven't seen via Turkey Al-Sheikh, because Turkey Al-Sheikh can't force anybody, right, to just come to the table, right? That's not what he's here to do. But what he does is he provides an opportunity. He does provide a way where there's a will. Where there's a will, there's a way with a Turkey Al-Sheikh in the space. In other words, if you want to see Gervonta Tank Davis fight Shakur Stevenson, and there's issues of money or cross promotion or things that are getting in front of your want, right? Turkey Al-Sheikh provides an opportunity in the space where this can happen. He provides that by saying it, right? I'm here to provide Tank an opportunity to make the money, competitive money, more money than he's probably made in the past, to make these great fights, or to fight a Devin Haney. Or if you want to see Canelo Alvarez fight Terrence Crawford, here's a way for it to happen. If you want to see Canelo Alvarez fight David Benavidez, I'm not going to pay no ridiculous amount of money, but I'm going to pay something fair, competitive, and probably more than he's ever made. Turkey gives you a way. Now, the fighters and the promoters have to also play their positions because they have contracts with these fighters, and the fighters also have contracts with the promoters. So they also have to come together in order to allow Turkey to give you what you want. But what Turkey's given us is competitive cards. And he's shown you the possibilities of what can happen if you allow his resources to align with your ambitions, right? So with his resources and your ambitions, we have an opportunity to see great things happen. But if you don't see Gervonta fight Shakur, it's not Turkey's fault. It's not him not giving us what we want. If you don't see Canelo fighting David Benavidez, it's not Turkey not giving us what you want. It's a lot of other things that's always been the politics of boxing that are still always going to be there, because money don't solve all the problems. But we can admit that boxing has had a problem with making the big fights that we want to see. And until Turkey actually showed up, most of us boxing fans pretty much lost hope in these fights getting put together. We pretty much embraced and understood that we got to take what the boxing space is going to give us. We can't make it happen. We accepted across the street politics as part of boxing, when that's just something that we accepted as fans. We didn't need to accept that. We could have pushed back on that. Well, here comes Turkey to show us that we don't necessarily need to accept that. And we can go ahead and push back at the fighters and say, wait, hold up. If it's money's a problem, why aren't you hollering at Turkey? We can have another layer, another weapon in our pocket to say that there is a way for us to get the fights that we want. And if we're not getting the fights we want, we're going to start applying more pressure to the boxers and saying, nah, bro, it's not that the fight can't be made. It's that you don't want to make the fight. Turkey's right there. And maybe there's a limited budget with the PBC. Maybe there's a limited budget with Top Rank. Maybe there's a limited budget with Matchroom. But that's not the case with Turkey Al-Sheikh. So now we have a way. We have a road that is opened up for us, a new road that's open for us that gives us a path to seeing the biggest fights happen. So he's not the end all be all, but he's definitely an addition. He's definitely an asset in the fan.
I see you about to sit down.
Yeah, what the fan wants, Turkey Al-Sheikh is definitely an asset and not a liability when it comes to us.
Yeah, that's the key.
Claymore,
that's the key word.
Let me respond to what Claymore said real quick. And I probably gotta hop off.
Bro. Real quick before you respond, let me catch this super chat real quick. Shout out to Queen Foxy Brown. She said, good job, Just Do. Salute to the panel. We appreciate you supporting.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Just, would you mind pulling up P Hunter last comment?
P
Said
Hunter.
something about hardcore. Maybe that wasn't it. He was
the
talking about
hardcore and
hardcore
casual
brutality.
Yeah, he's
fans,
saying something
comment.
about Turkey being for the he's satisfying the hardcore fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Casual,
And
yeah,
I was
there you go.
reflecting on that just before he dropped that. There, that's it. Yeah. I was thinking because Carl Brown said, he giving us some decent fights, some competitive fights, but is it the fantasy fights we want to see? I gotta say, as far as name value, no, I will admit that. But I reiterate the point. I've been waiting for an undisputed heavyweight since Lennox Lewis. So personally, from a hardcore perspective, that is a fight that I wanted to see, and I put a lot of value in that. But I do see Boy's point. I've been disagreeing with P Hunter most of the day or most of the broadcast in the chat, but no, he got a solid point there. So more of a Turkey is giving the hardcore fans what they want, but like Claymore said, he can't force nobody to fight. It's just like some what he say? He's facilitating it. It's some lubricant, no diddy, to help the shit go forward. To less excuses in the way. If the fighter's complaining about splits, okay, you always got Turkey to back you up. And I'm a land on this with this question, and I'm gonna hop off because I got a busy day ahead of me. Why do y'all think that the PBC isn't willing to rock with Turkey? And I'll take your answers and drop down in the chat.
All right, look. Go ahead. You go first.
Okay, so what Claude Moore was saying there in reference to Turkey Al-Sheikh, and he brought up key terms there. With Turkey, it's a possibility, or it's possible that those fights that fans are talking about, the casual fans haven't seen yet. It's a possibility with Turkey Al-Sheikh. But the fights that the hardcore fans, have been looking for, he's been able to provide that, right? And a great example is what's going to be about to happen on February 22nd, right? You're going to have a fight card that's going to be pretty stacked that has different fighters from different promotional companies that are put together in that same card. And that's what Turkey's able to do, being the guy that, was able to finance it. You're going to have those, the Virgil Ortiz versus the Israel match. You're going to have the Zalay Zangs versus the Agi Caballos, the Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker, the Beterbiev Bivol rematch. You're going to have Callum Smith versus Joshua Buatsi. What else? Floyd Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield Jr., right? Those fights are possible because of Turkey Al-Sheikh, because you have a lot of these fighters that are under, these different promotional companies fighting other fighters from other promotional companies that without Turkey Al-Sheikh, you won't necessarily see. Why? Because these promoters aren't willing to put up that type of money in order to host those fights because they fear losing money. So you know what? They're saying, hey, let's give that responsibility to Turkey Al-Sheikh, and then we're just going to have these fights happen, right? So I don't mind that happening there on that front from Turkey Al-Sheikh. But now it's some of the fans, like you said, the casual fans wanted to go to the next level. Let's see that Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. Let's see that Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, or for some, Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. Let's see those super fights that the casual fans will be able to gravitate to. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother level that Turkey hasn't necessarily touched yet, and I'll land on that. Right?
Mm-hmm. Good shit, Dr. Short. Good shit.
That was a good dang, man.
Sounds like you got once. Let's see if they can get filled up. It sounds like you got things you're asking for. Let's see. Let's see.
No, but I wanted to answer somebody's question. Somebody said something about is PBC willing to work? PBC have worked with with them.
Yeah.
And for PBC to be putting on. And this is what I was saying, everybody said that they love.
By the way, Carl, not to cut you off, but that's the next magic trick. The next magic trick. The next magic trick is he's not against Saudi like the fans of the PBC are. I think we're going to be surprised to see some real interesting collaboration.
Hey, Clay, to be real, I just think that it's a couple of people that really don't know nothing about boxing, and that they spread like a little news that it's like for instance what you just said.
Right?
Like PBC don't like them, but we actually seen PBC fighters do business with them. We is just fans. We fans of this whole sport. So no matter who fight, who do what, at the end of the day, we is tuned in. Like look at PBC. Like everybody say all this for real, but look, PBC had the best fight on that Terrence Crawford versus Madrimov on card.
Yeah,
no rock, because
I agree.
Isak
and Rayo, right?
And then, but look, check this out. For PBC to come out with 2 cars already, 2025, they don't look too broke to me. You know what I mean? And I think that this Tank Davis fight is not even about the pay-per-views. I think this is about just getting to make sure he sell out that what he do at the gate. I just think this is a gate and in my opinion on how the fight gonna go, but I really believe that this ain't even no let's push it for we want to see what we getting out of pay-per-views, because on some real, if it was really about pay-per-views, they would not have been pushing this fight the way they pushing this fight. It'd have been more look at David Benavidez. Now we know they trying to get some pay-per-view numbers off that. We can see. And I want to say something about that first.
Good point.
The first 2 press conference, the first 2 press conference, I hear people saying that they was low budget. Come on now, I've seen Earl Smith and Ugas' first press conference. That was low budget. Like this was the beginning. Now watch. Y'all know that the press conference that we all looking for is the press conference around fight time. You know what I mean? We not worrying about that press conference that just happened. That wasn't low budget. That was just let's just announce the fight. But we gonna announce the fight on TV. Like, come on, we've been looking at boxing for too long for us to sit there and make it seem like PBC looked at broke on that right there.
J Network, y'all see his comment?
Carl got a real point.
So
we seen that
is messing with Turkey because their companies isn't making much money from their events. PBC don't need Turkey to function because they actually profit. I can see that, and that's a great point, Cam. Shout out to you. I can see that as being a reason why people will be reluctant to work with him, because it seems as if he ain't worried about the return on the investment as much as the other guys are. But
I'd like an opportunity to respond to that as well.
The fans would love that, though. The fans would love that. D1, did I got you up here? Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm finally up here, bro. That was a chore. That was crazy work to try.
D1, what up?
What up, TBS Claymore?
Salute D1. Salute D. Salute D.
You boys, man.
Can I respond to that a little bit, Just Do, or is it? I mean,
go ahead. I just
bro.
want to say salutations.
Sure, this is a nice conversation. I'm gonna rock out for like another 10 minutes, y'all. But y'all, the floor is y'all's, man. Feel free.
I want to say to respond to Cam, what Cam said. Turkey has a whole different agenda, right? With pushing boxing, and what he's spending on boxing is based on a whole different narrative for him. It's not based on profiting on each event per event. And I think we need to take away the micro, you know, I mean, the small aspect of this and look at the bigger picture, which is that Turkey's actually pushing sports in general in his country of Saudi Arabia, and has been provided a budget to do that, right? So us as fans, we don't need to be concerned about his profit and his loss. That's not our concern. Our concern as fans is to see the best fights that we can see, right? Exactly. Now, Turkey doing what he does in comparison to the PBC doing what they're doing, which is I'm sure they're very concerned about their profit, right? They're very concerned about money in, money out, return on investment, and things of that nature. They're going to operate in a different capacity. But see, the advantage that boxing has is that they can take advantage of somebody like Turkish Al-Sheikh in Saudi Arabia, who has a whole entire budget focused on pushing their country's narrative and agenda. And we could take advantage of that budget to put together fights that wouldn't be able to be put together without a quote unquote loss, right? A loss in money. So there's two different things going on at the same exact time. But that's why I said the circle of life, or the circle of the longevity of boxing, implores us to do our jobs in the circle of life. And our job is to push for the best fights. Let us get that as fans. Allow the the promoters to make their money on fights, which is what they want to do, which is what they're currently doing. If you ask Oscar De La Hoya, if you ask Eddie Hearn, if you ask Frank Warren, they'll tell you how they're making money with Turkish Al-Sheikh, and you allow Turkish Al-Sheikh to play his role, which is push the narrative and the agenda for his country. If everybody comes together and just does what they're supposed to do, boxing wins in the long run, potentially.
They got to work with each other, though, Clay. That's what
we
they
do.
But Clay,
we gotta stop micromanaging this and start playing our position.
Right.
But Clay, you
Boxing
don't
is in a space where they all got to start working together now. There is no, we can stand our ground. We're not sending this guy.
It's not going to work.
Right.
There's no
It's
money.
not going to work.
We
They got to work together, bro.
But y'all don't look at it like
hold
y'all
on,
don't look
Paul.
at.
Just to say the D1.
I know. I just want to say something real quick.
Wait, hold on, D1. 100%, bro. And I think that's like it's like a factory, right? Like if your job is to make sure the box gets across the belt and there's no flaws in the box, do your job. If you're trying to calculate and micromanage what the boss over you or what the guy under you is doing, then you become the weakest link because you're not focusing your energy on what the assignment that you've been given is. Our assignment as fans, maybe a conversation needs to be had about what our assignment is as fans, because we don't spend the money. Let me ask you something, Clay. Shit. We need to play our positions and allow the process to play out and see if boxing profits off of it.
Right. It's PBC like just the way it looks right now, because we all for the sport, right? Okay, look, it's PBC right now, United States boxing, as the way it looks.
It is.
I'm asking that. I'm just asking that question.
Answer that question. I don't know if that United States boxing. Are you saying like over Top Rank, over Golden Boy? Are you saying are they the leaders?
Top Rank is getting that. Look, Top Rank is taking. We all know this. Top Rank is going over to the Saudi.
No, they're going over to the zone. They're going over to the zone.
No, they're not. They're not going to the zone.
Well, I don't know if they are or not, but I don't know about them going to Saudi. What I'm saying is we don't know that.
My thing is about I'm talking about. I don't see how everybody not looking at it like this. This is a good thing for PBC. Like, let's just say if they was going broke, like everybody said they was. Like this right here. This is a good thing for PBC.
Urban,
because
bad, bro. You a bad influence.
Because
you're a horrible influence, bro.
Look, Turkey is
anymore.
I've been told this.
Right, look, Turkey is right, true or false. Turkey is focusing on over there in Saudi, right? They ain't talking about fitting no shows over here. That's what I'm talking about. We still got Las Vegas. We still got the Barclays. We got and for real. And Eddie Hearn said himself that PBC have the state of fighters. It's just hard for me to believe that they going broke when I don't hear a company that got all those stables of fighters and not one of them ever came out and said that they was getting done dirty. So not one. I just never heard one of them say that.
But why is the fight for PBC being good people or bad people? Who's attacking the PBC like that? Just if you call out, hold on. If you call out a lackluster year for a company, why is that throwing shots? As content creators, what's the big deal?
On top of what you said, look. Hey, Clay, don't make it long-winded, but look, on top of what you just said, hey, look, see, you answering your own question. On top of what you just said, who's doing it? It can't be obvious people, well, like me, because I'm saying the opposite of what basically you said. I actually heard you say that they have a financial problem. I never seen no evidence. That just been my problem.
You don't think 5 fights, 5 events in 1 year.
Okay,
they only paid for.
I hear people
research. It's not a good sign. Like they're listen. They are free to have a great 2025. They're free to do that. Right? 2024.
All right.
Why can't we agree that this wasn't a good year?
I hear you.
I hear you. For PBC,
Clay, you absolutely right. Clay, you absolutely. Clay, you absolutely right. But they actually said that what they was going to do for 2024, and then around November of 2024. This is why we saying pay attention, right? Because around November 2024, they admitted that they did not do all the cards that they wanted to do for PVC, and they rehashed. I mean, they came out. I mean, they came out and then said 2025 will have a different look. And the way they starting off, why nobody can't just say, "Oh, I see what they was talking about," because they didn't start off 2024 like this, and now 2025 starting off like this, and then y'all gonna see and tell me there ain't nothing in the middle or the back. You tell me this is what we gonna get? Anything other than what they got these two cards right here? That's a plus for PVC. And I doubt, like I said, he's not gonna be the only two.
Hold on, I got one major concern about.
Hunter,
go ahead, Pete.
This is
good,
my concern with what's going on, Just, and everybody else. This is my concern with Turkey. All right, back in like the mid '90s, cats would hire my brother to those strip shows for their bars, right?
Right.
So he would do it, and he would pay certain headliners to come. And he would overpay the headliners to come
That's
in.
me dancing in the strip club.
Right? But after a while, once he would always tell the managers of the clubs, he was like, all right, once you get to a certain status, you start telling those girls to pay you to dance. So now they got to pay a tip out fee. And that's my concern with Turkey, because with him, he's overpaying right now. But something's going to, more than likely, and I don't know 100%, because you're dealing with boxers. So boxers, the money for boxers and things like that, because let's face it, boxers are not the most educated people, most of them. So the thing that
the fans aren't either,
because with the golf and soccer, for him, he didn't really go into, he couldn't really do anything because they were telling him all the top soccer players, all the top golf players were like, nah, we can't do that. We're not going to separate from this.
Boxers are like, yeah,
right. So my whole concern is what happens when he starts, quote unquote, wanting to get a tip out fee like the strippers we have to do at the clubs. And also you have to deal with, he's paying these boxers, but all professional athletes have an ego.
Huge ego.
And is that money satisfying their egos when they're over in Saudi fighting, and people are like, well, I don't really care because you're not in that way, even though they may have a belt, even though they may be getting overpaid.
Go ahead, bro.
What is that doing to their ego? So that's my whole. I just don't. I don't see how he's not going to try to flip the script. He may not. And I could be totally wrong, but it usually happens.
Hey,
go ahead,
you gotta hear
what you're trying to say right now. I just know it's good.
But
please be quiet and let the boxing sauce build. He's holding on.
Real quick before you go, boxing
don't
sauce.
do it, just let boxing sauce build. He's about to cook.
Real quick, don't forget, hold that thought. Shout out to my brother Cal Cooley. Much love, man, for the 20p. He says speculation is not facts. It's
and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdu.
God bless the gossip.
Young
God bless the gossip. God bless the gossip.
Salute, young G.
And we ain't got a box again. But.
Got to.
All right, yeah.
So let's get it. I see it on his face. He's about to do something.
All right, real quick though. There's like one comment on there. I guess someone was talking about Mr. T. First of all, what's wrong with Mr. T? I don't know why. Maybe
stop. They gotta stop, bro.
Maybe they're a fan of Clubber Lang. Hey woman. All right, so
fighting the bums.
On the thing with Turkish Al-Sheikh, right? It's interesting to see what he's doing so far, but outside of what he's done in Saudi Arabia, he's had two events outside of Saudi Arabia. One was in Los Angeles on August 3rd, and the other was at Wembley Stadium there in September. I went out there to that trip, right?
Plus.
Now
90,000 plus, crazy.
Yeah.
You were there? You were there?
Yeah, I went there.
Yo, how was that? Let me offer. You tell me at the end. Go ahead, get your thought out.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm telling you. But The thing about it is that how many events is Turkey going to do that will be in the U.S. and in the UK?
None.
That type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
This many.
Because
this many. Zero.
Come on, D. Give me some optimism. D, let me get some optimism.
On two fronts. Okay, I'll put this as a theoretical situation, right? One fight that has been suggested for 2025 that a number of people that fans wanted to see, right, for years, right, is Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Luke Fury, right? And given what happened last year, what is a better time than now to try to make that fight happen? Now,
they're gonna.
Okay, so if they're going to have that fight, where are they going to have that fight? Is it going to be in Wembley, or are they going to have it over at Saudi Arabia? That's going to be one of the key questions. Right?
Wembley. They said Wembley.
Well, why? That's a great question. The boxing source, please continue to cook. You about to go there. Finish. Now, go.
But in that prediction for Wembley, though, I feel like it will be at Wembley because of them being who they are, right?
Also, the fan base supporting boxing over there in comparison to what we do over here. But go ahead, the source.
But also, what P. Hunter was talking about with Turkish Al-Sheikh dealing with the fighters, right? And financing the fighters. Now, this is a theoretical situation, right? Okay. What we've said over this time is that Turkish Al-Sheikh has been able to provide the finances for these fighters in order to have the fights that they're having up to this particular point, right? What happens if he's not there available to finance these fighters, but the fighters still have that mentality that, hey, if I got paid this much working with Turkish Al-Sheikh, I feel like that is my worth. That is my value. So is Eddie Hearn, is Bob Arum and Carl Moretti and whatever they got at Top Rank, is, Oscar De La Hoya, are they going to be able to pay these fighters that type of money? Well, we've already seen they had to basically go to Turkish Al-Sheikh to get that type of money. So they ain't going to get it if Turkish Al-Sheikh wasn't going to finance them. So if Turkish Al-Sheikh has this run with Riyadh season and promoting sports in Saudi Arabia and outside, having the Riyadh season banner promoted on these events for Top Rank and Golden Boy and all of that, what if that's done? What are the fighters going to do after that?
You're right.
Can I speak to it? Can I speak to it?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Go ahead.
Man, the boxing source, that's a fear and a legitimate concern. We can't even play about that, man. But unfortunately, we don't have the ability to tell the future. And listen, when you walk into a casino, you put your money down at the table, you think about the win. You think about the opportunities on the other side of a win, but you also factor in the risk of a loss. And then you make your decision and you say, you know what? I got whatever I got on what I got in my hand, and you play your hand to the best of its ability. Because on the opposite side of the fear is the win, right? It's win. It's the double up, the triple up, the quadruple up. It's the car note, it's the insurance, it's the mortgage, it's the trip with your wife. It's all of that on the opposite side of the loss. So we're gambling with Turkey.
Hey, Claymore, I got one more thing in reference to the brother that with the picture that's behind you, right? Like I said, seems like a number of people ain't necessarily a fan of Mr. T. Maybe Club of Line. Hey woman, listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you like to see a real man. I bet you still played every night. Jimmy had a real man, don't you? Tell you what. Why don't you come
to him? I don't agree with Turkey going in the Hall of Fame, but Mickey Ward and Gotti.
Talk to him, bro. Club was letting you know, baby. Hey, man, we risk takers, man. We risk takers.
Yeah, but Al Heyman did that. Al Heyman started off just like
Carl, yo, straight up, you damn right. Al Heyman did it.
He started off just like Turkey. And the crazy part about it, and I keep on saying it.
Damn, you just want me to shut up that bad? Damn.
Hey, Clay, what's the real thing? Like, I don't even think nobody mad at Turkey doing it. I think people mad at people saying that Turkey. No, listen. This is why I hear, like me personally, I hear people getting mad that people saying that Turkey giving us the fights that we want, but I say Turkey giving us the fights that we enjoying. None of them that we asked for.
Only one. He gave us one that we asked for. Tyson and Usyk. I guess we can give him half credit for that.
I felt like that fight was going to happen regardless.
That was going to happen.
I really do. And he just was the beneficiary of timing. Now he was about it. He actually made it 1, 2, 3. He didn't drag it out. So I appreciate him, but just let him cook, as they say, right? Let him work. Let us see what else he got for boxing. I don't see how it's a bad thing. If
that's
you
what we got, Just.
Where you at, cool, but you know,
put the fights on. That was a good question. That was a good question, man. I want to see how people
something crazy. That's why I was pushing him to talk.
I'm not gonna lie, boxing stores. That was a good question because yo, you know what? I want to see how people. I want to because you know we don't just do. So everybody over here, you know what I mean. What you say on here, people is logged in and they going. This gonna spread like wildfire. Just that question alone, because I know I'm gonna ask somebody that question too. Any other platform?
Yeah, we gonna rock. For
smash the like button.
Yeah, keep going, bro. We got 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah, smash the like button, y'all.
Double tap the screen, man. Let's hit 100 likes, man. Let's get to the Let's hit 100 likes, man.
Hey, yo, this why I say Earl Carr.
Huh?
You about to hit 100 likes? We about
yeah,
there?
Man. It should be regular by now over here. They know. Hit that like button.
This panel right here. This panel right here is different.
Yeah. And
hey, Clay, I was trying to tell people. I said, man, why nobody go over there? Everybody should be piled up on Just Do. Like, and there's no cap. I mean, it's just the energy over here, man. The respect over here, and then the knowledge. Like, I love it over here, man. Like, for real. Like, I don't gotta worry about well, you know what I mean. I just love it over here, man. Like,
you get treated like a man. You get treated like men and women. Right. You know what I mean? Kings and queens. Right. We here to build the sport. If I let y'all up here, I assume y'all want to build with me. So that's how we gonna carry. Ain't nobody argue. That shit lame. Let's build the sport.
Right.
I don't care what your opinions is, how different they are. I want to hear them because maybe somebody in the chat agree with you. You get what I'm saying? So Claymore always got something interesting. You came over here.
Tighten up your belt. Tie yourself in chair because I know you about to float out the screen. Because that was hella props that Carl Brown just gave you right now. He just celebrated you in a crazy way. Tie yourself down, bro. We don't want you to float out the screen, brother. Tie yourself down to the seat. Carl Brown.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna talk again, but
I agree with you, Carl. Though, no, this is a great platform to build on. I love Just Do's business model and the way he sets up the building. But we got to be careful because we still want him to sit right there in that screen. He definitely you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you do it. But but he deserves to be celebrated. Shout out to
we gonna build, man. I appreciate y'all recognizing the build, man.
No doubt. Can I hit the horns, man? Can I hit the horns?
Back.
Yeah.
Look, I wanted to ask somebody something.
I had the soundboard, man. I ain't even get it. Damn.
No, you out there. You out there. Now I just inspired you, so you about to make it happen. I'm gonna give it a couple of weeks. Right there.
Hey yo, isn't it safe to say that we really do got 3 cards from PBC coming up because the Earl card not done?
They starting up 2025 like they try
to make
I hear the 2025 was gonna be good for them in particular. I hear that they got some really good things.
They doing it crazy. 2025.
And plus, think about it.
Crazy for the
and think about it. The Earl card not even done, and I'm pretty sure that card gonna be fired.
I'm not a fan of Earl fighting Sebastian. I believe in tune-ups. I don't like the look of it. I'm a fan of Earl, But it is what it is. But I'm assuming the undercard is gonna be good. But I don't want to see him fight like empowering Inferno.
Hey, Clay.
Me neither, bro.
Clay, I believe Earl
Crawford.
Yeah, but look, I believe when Earl came out and made that statement, he said, "Who raised y'all, dude?" That told me a lot about his mentality. A lot of people can't push their feelings on another man. They can't say another man thinking like this or feeling this. When Earl specifically came out, when everybody was weeping and going all these emotions, Earl thinking this. Earl came out himself. Like Just do say, believe the fighter. He came out himself and said, "Who raised y'all, dude?" Like this, that. If anybody from the hood, you don't got to be from the hood. Anybody with common sense, they understand what he was saying.
Morals and values,
and I
believe shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I can't be mad at you, Carl, because I'm feeling the same way about Terrence and Canelo, bro, and people are killing me for that. So listen, I'm with you. I'm definitely rooting for Errol Spence against Sebastian Fedora, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm kind of nervous about it. There's a little anxiety there, bro.
Nervous about it. But that's an interesting point there, Carl, when you bring up Errol Spence, because earlier on this conversation, what was Brother Claymore talking about? He was talking about Tank Davis and who he's been fighting up to this particular point, and him wanting to see Tank Davis against the Shakur Stevensons, against the Devin Haneys, against Teofimo, all of those guys that are at the top of their respective divisions. But on the flip side, you got Errol Spence Jr. that's been like on that no tune-up vibe for pretty much the back half of his career. Why? Because he feels like he wants to fight the best fighters available in his respective division. That's why he took on the Sean Porters, why he took on Danny Garcia, why he took on your Dennis Ugas, why he wanted to have that fight with Errol Spence by any means necessary. He didn't want any other fighter but Terrence Crawford. Because he wants the best fighters in his respective division. So that's a good point there that you brought up in reference to Errol Spence.
And my thing is, Tim, like when his career is said and done, believe it or not, no matter the ones that hate him or not, Earl gonna have a career that people gonna be like, that never been done before. Because I don't see Earl taking no tune-up fight. I really believe it when he said because I could almost feel his like what he really saying. Like he just one of them dudes. Like if I'm gonna lose, it's gonna be somebody worth losing to.
Yeah,
and
I'm not gonna get out here and then take and can't get up for this guy, and then this guy knock my block off. Like that's the mentality that he gives me. Like I'm not gonna get in here. They say don't play boxing. I'm not playing boxing. And on top of that, give me the guys that's worth losing to. I'm not gonna get in here and fight a guy and then at the end of the fight, I said I just didn't get up for him. Like a Boots in a situation, the Karen situation.
Nah, real shit. Real shit.
Like Earl said, give me the man. And if anybody can't respect Earl on top of that, like let's say Earl going here, because the way I see it, I think that body work is more devastating than people really. Earl ain't just get his name because we gave him. Earl gave his guy his name because he put that work in there. This is what we seen. I just think that Sebastian Fundora, because y'all got to think about, wait, and I'm out. Because like I said, I be having too much that I be want to say. I definitely want to say this before I ever get up, before I go anywhere else. The fact that everybody, I hear a lot of people screaming, because Earl, obviously, y'all know that's my favorite fighter. Earl, they say Earl getting the title shot off of getting knocked out. Sebastian Fundora got a title shot after getting knocked out.
Facts. And he won.
Nobody say that about that.
And
he won. So yeah, I ain't tripping.
And he won. That's what I'm saying. So everybody got like you call a spade. Okay, he's doing the same old thing that this guy that he's fighting did.
Yeah.
He capitalized on it. So I think right.
But I said this earlier.
Yeah, that is hard over logic skills for sure. But EJ said it. You know what? You got to be able to respect it. It's just straightforward as a fighter. He said, "Look, I'm not giving the fans no predetermined outcome. That's a waste of time." He said, "If it take you more than 8 weeks to get ready for a fight, then something wrong."
Yeah,
that's what he
any fight.
That's what he's on. I love it. So I'll go down swinging with him. I'm rocking with him. I'm rooting for him to beat Sebastian Fundora, but I'm realistic too. I know how tough of a fight that's gonna end up being for him. I get it.
Earl sucks against
He ain't no damn Terrence Crawford, and I'm standing on that. And I mean, Sebastian Condor is no Terrence Crawford.
That's what I said. That's what I said. They all can't. They all got the skill.
To him. Oh,
hey, Clay, you won't be happy over this, Clay.
Clay, let your ego get the fuck out of the way.
Not the host of the show. We gonna let that side. The host of the show ain't drop something.
Hell
like
nah,
that.
man. We rocking with Big Fish energy over here.
Way.
We need fighters like that. He stay out the way, and he all business, all smoke all the time. So win, lose, or draw. He lost to the best fighter I believe in the world in Terrence Crawford. So ain't no shame in that shit. Can't believe we threw him away after he lost. To the best fighter. One of the mill guys. Next predator, bro.
No way.
Crawford.
No way. That's right. 100%. No way. We going away. But at the same time,
we talk about a live warrior. We talk about a guy
you could take a tune-up,
that
man.
really went through like best situation.
2.5 years.
Came back.
2.5 years. Come on, brother. Take a tune-up.
Yeah, like, no, we talk about a guy that went through a life and death situation.
Go beat up Keith Thurman and go ahead and make the fight with Sebastian, or go beat up Keith Thurman, man. Come on, Keith Thurman. Come on, everybody. We gotta support our fighters. We gotta know what it looks like to support our fighters, bro. We gotta let them know Keith Thurman ain't a downplay. We ain't gonna go boo because he fought Keith Thurman, bro.
Hell
you gotta let him know that.
That's a good fight right now.
You gotta let your fighter know it's okay. Now we support you, and if you fight Keith Thurman, we gonna cheer you on, bro, and we gonna be happy.
Yo, I'm not even gonna hold you, Clay. Clay, I hear you and everything. I swear to God, I ain't even gonna hold you, and I ain't saying this because Earl my favorite fighter, but I swear to God, I'm with Earl. I'm with everything that he's saying about Keith Thurman. It's not even that he's scared of the dude, and I'm with what he's saying.
Right.
Like he's not saying that's a waste of time, but let's be for real about it. In Earl Keith Thurman's a tune-up. How many fights did Keith Thurman have since?
Facts account.
Like let's say the last 6 years. Earl been putting in that work. Just because he lost to Terrence Crawford, let's not forget the guy got in an accident and it still came back like his regular schedule. Y'all say he fight once a year, right? Regular scheduled programming.
Back to the regular scheduled program.
Hey, Keith Thurman is the closest thing to a tune-up you're gonna get at 1154 right now, bro.
Yeah, only because
you're right. So I don't mean to make Keith sound like that, but if we're talking about a tune-up at 154, we ain't gonna get no closer than Keith Thurman right now, bro.
And on that note, right, Keith Thurman was supposed to be the opponent for Tim Tszyu on March 30th of last year.
That's a fact.
Talk to him.
As a fact, shout out to Carl, man. Shout out to Claymore, Boxing Source, P Hunter, man. This been fun. My brother D1 in the building. This been fun. We got about 4 minutes, man. Y'all can get y'all closing arguments, man. This been a dope build, man.
I'm right next to you. I'm right next to you, Justin. Let me close it out myself by saying salute to the whole panel. Salute to the Boxing Source. Salute to P Hunter. Salute to D1. Salute to Carl Brown, always, contributing and engaging in the space and making it an interesting situation. But most importantly, salute to the host of the channel, Just Do Boxing, for providing us a platform to build today. I had a great time. Boxing wins when we build the way we built today, and I'm looking forward to future builds in the future. Salute to all you guys, man. Thank you.
We're gonna keep doing this, man. This ain't a one-time thing. We're gonna keep dropping the link. This time it ain't gonna be in vertical, y'all. It's gonna be regular. So I had it. Just click the link and come on up and chop it up with your boy.
That shit was pretty tough.
Yeah, man.
To the entire panel. Salutations to you, KB. You always let me come up here and
you already know. Shout out to you. He monetized. My guy just got monetized today. Shout out to the Angry White Man podcast, man.
My birthday tomorrow and shit. Man. I'll be live tomorrow.
Yo, happy birthday, D.
Yeah,
what time you going up?
42. I'll probably be live around like 7 o'clock, maybe a little.
In the morning?
No, at night.
All right, I gotta go. I'll be in the afternoon, but I definitely want to
come. McQueen, my guy. That's who was missing. The professor was missing.
And most of
my
all,
guy,
salutations
man.
to the people down there in the chat, smashing the like button, pushing this forward.
Yeah, we 3 away, man. We 3 away. If you didn't double tap the screen, just double tap the screen so we can.
You a hater. If we don't hit 100 likes on this video on this live today, we got haters in the building. It's impossible. It's impossible. If we don't hit 100 likes on this live today, we got haters in the building. 100%. Look in the mirror, deal with yourself, nigga, because you gotta live with you. You gotta live with
Hey,
this.
be good and safe, fellas. I'm gone.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna call this open tie fight too.
Whoever you are, you gotta live with yourself. If we
Somebody
don't hit
paid
100
for it.
likes
Yeah.
on this,
I got called
you gotta
dead.
look in the mirror and live with yourself, brother. You gotta be you, and we gonna be
Hey,
all right.
yo.
We gonna be all
Hey,
right, but
Clay,
you
let
gotta
me
be
close
you.
out, Clay. Clay, let me close out. Let me show y'all some love, man. Bro, hey, yo. Shout out to you, my brother, Boxing Source. Man, for real, every time I see you on the channel, like, you know, any channel I see you on, it's times that I stop, for real. Even if I don't catch you live or nothing, bro. You got a brain, and I do pick up on a lot of things that you be talking about. So,
Yeah, asset to the boxing community for sure, man. If y'all ain't tapped into the boxing source, Claymore Rain,
Yeah,
y'all
man.
know, man, we in this space together, man. I'm here to build, and that's it. And I shout out to them. They do great work.
Word. And Clay, you already know it's always love here, bro. I
Bro,
always
I
showed
already
you
know
love
when I
no
see
matter
you, I'm
what,
safe.
no matter where
Whenever
I
I
go.
see you in the room,
You know
I'm
what I
safe,
mean?
brother. I know.
For real, man. Like dead, and I ain't never gonna lie to nobody. I ain't got no reason to lie. You know, I don't just talk to be talking. And yo, I do want to give a couple people a shout out in the chat there, because no matter where I'm at, what it going, like for real. Like I said, I consider this like I don't do nothing. I'm a homebody. You get what I'm saying? I got my 2 daughters. I'm in the house 24/7. So when I meet people like y'all, it means something to me. I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Like for real, like, but people like 2 cents in the boxing, all things, Cash Crypto too. I ain't see him in a minute. Barber
Through.
D.
They be through. We're gonna come back. We're gonna call this open tie fight, man. Today, man. They said, you know,
I just want to get y'all mad love, man. And just do, you know how I am. If I don't catch you live, I always look at the playback. Like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Like I said, I be trying to recruit people to come over and listen, because they got to. Because I know once they come, because I know once they come, they gonna stay, man. For real. Like I even got my girl.
I can dig it.
I got my girl. My girl be saying, "Oh, did you listen to Just Do today?" I'm like, "Yeah, ain't go live yet." Like, for real, that's how much I'm logged in. Like, for real, no cap, no nothing. Like my eye and my wife tell you.
Appreciate it.
But for real. But salute to all y'all, man. For real, y'all. I appreciate every time I get a chance to get up and, you know, just kick it with y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, right. Salute to my guy Carl Brown, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, salute to you, brother Carl, man, for jumping on here, man. Yeah, we've had, you know, previous conversations on the other channels there and everything like that. Yeah, like I said, we just, you know, keep the boxing conversation going and, you know, have it be, you know, a cordial conversation. We ain't got to be yelling back and forth, all that type of arguments.
That's lame. I don't operate like that.
Yeah,
I don't think the men like that. We talk like if you was sitting right here, we gonna vibe out. We ain't gotta go crazy. I don't care how different your opinion is. It don't make me mad to go at you. I never understood people that do that. I just don't get it. So now, I can't do it, but I ain't about to do it over your opinion. It got to be something worth it, man. I ain't about to be mad at because you think this guy beat that guy, or you know what I mean, it don't be that deep. Shout out to my brother Cal Coolett, man.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everyone in the chat, all those that were able to jump on to this panel, man. That was a great conversation. Shout out to the Just Boxing Talk family out here in the building and everything like that.
Shout out to my JBT fan, man.
One
Filling
time
in for my homie
Rain in the
Big
building.
Hardcore, man.
Real quick, I think we just got another contribution to the Just Boxing family thing.
Shout out to Cal Coolett. He said, "Can somebody one day answer why the gossip is necessary in boxing?" People won't say it, but to a degree, gossip is content. To a degree, it's all how you spin it, right?
Just
like
you being nice. It's straight up content.
It is. It's content, but I challenge myself all the time with certain topics, like Hank with the hair. And what comes with that, the assistant guy trying to out him. I'll touch on it, but I won't focus and highlight the live over just that. I'll find something to pull out of it that's boxing related instead of just the drama. Like I hate that type of shit. But yeah, man, gossip it creates a lot of content for people, and they won't tell you that, but that's what it is.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Now I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
I just happened to hear him one day saying, "Give us your just due." I'm like, I need that. And AB, one of my favorite fighters, always win, lose, or draw. So I said, that's perfect. And then I'm in here playing it one day, and Cigar Talk come through. The guy that's giving the interview. So shout out to Najee from Cigar Talk.
Yeah, shout out to Naj on that. Shout out to Naj.
Barbara D, my boxing mom, she says, salute to the great channel. and one of the best panels, Carl Brown. Love your thought process. Big shout out to Carl Brown, man. The Queen loves your take.
If you let him
and
go,
we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
No, Carl Cook. If you give him the time, he gonna build.
Yeah, I know where Carl be coming from. That's why the link is worth it. I know you hear stuff from a panel and you can't like verbalize it. You want to get up there and speak on it. So I get it. It's all good. It makes the channel go, man. It gives the conversation some depth, man. So we had fun, man. This was a good build, man.
Real quick though.
I just had some time this morning. Winter break is over. The kids back in school, so I said let's build on some boxing.
Yeah, so real quick, quick shout out here to Claymore Rain. Y'all link up with Claymore if you haven't done so already. And once again to the host there, Jusdueboxing. Like you said, you be doing these boxing conversations. You've been consistent with it for a long time now, and it's pretty much been paying off and everything like that. And I say like he's like the guru of boxing, man, because he kind of looks like Guru there, man. Shout out to the gangster on that one. But definitely keep doing what you do, and like I said, just keep reaching out if you need anything as far as like getting other interviews and stuff.
For sure, man. We on this thing.
No, plug in the boxing sources. I'm looking to get plugged into some interviews. I want to talk to some fighters. But just is the truth, man. God bless.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. Speaking of fighters, if y'all familiar with Facio Falcone, I should have him on Friday.
Okay,
good young talent. Good time to talk to him because he was in camp with Core, so I'll go pick his brain a little bit and see how things looking. So that's gonna be a good chop up. I just like his energy. I met him, know what I mean? Got his number, we exchanged numbers and reached out to him. I'm like, man, it's a good time to reach out and build with him, man. This is 1, 2, 3, so he should be.
You hit the 100? You hit the 100?
Oh yeah, we passed the 100. Shout out to everybody that tapped that screen and hit that super chat and cash app. We appreciate y'all. LWBoxing, the fax machine in the building. My guy Clay, appreciate you coming up here, raising the property value, bro. You always got something to add. Different.
I try, man. I appreciate you, Just. Thank you for letting me build, man. With
always,
you,
bro. Shout out to you. Tell my guy Blue I said what up, man.
For sure. Talk to y'all a little bit later, man.
All right, for sure, man. Appreciate you. So with that, man, the boxing plug. That's Dub, man. That's my guy right there, man. I appreciate him too. I'm hearing Wilder is returning for April, BLK Prime. Listen, I'm with whatever he gonna do. If he gonna box, I'm gonna support it. If he gonna retire, I'm gonna support it. That's where I'm at with Wilder. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But with that, man, that's all I got for this one, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna call this fight later. Somebody already paid for it. They told me to call the fights. So that's what we gonna do. So I appreciate everybody that came through. Hit that like button, supported the grind. We'll be back later to call these fights. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Tuesday, and I'll see y'all later. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. (4 p.m. Eastern). Click the link.
building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because